Good morning. Sorry, I'm trying to find my charger. Alright, let's see. We're gonna start with maybe some self-care. P.S. I don't know how to say your name. I'm sorry, Andy and Ahmad. Welcome. Good morning. I do collective readings and stuff, but most of my stuff is focused on action steps to move forward to be your highest best self. So, welcome, Willie and Muhammad and Leon and Jordan. Welcome. So, can I have a self-care for the topic for the day? Ooh, one. Too many. Just one. We want one for the topic. Reflection. Okay. Hi, Rose. Welcome. And Hanea, Melvin, Jordan, welcome. So, kind of the topic for today, in between collectives and card pulls. I am available to do card pulls for questions and stuff. They're 11:11, and then all my stuff is in my bio. Curtis, welcome. Jam on toast, I like it. Sorry, I don't know how to do these things. Okay, and Yoni, welcome. So, reflection. Be patient with yourself. Self-growth is tender. It's holy ground. There's no greater investment. And that's by Stephen Covey. Ugh. Why do you need some XL diapers? I don't want to know. Never mind. I'm busy supporting my own life right now. If I had it, I would. I'd give this. It's the best I can do for you. But hopefully, I really do hope you get what you need. Hi, Cobes. Nina. I think that says Nina. I'm blind. Before bed, recite the following affirmation 5 times. I am a work in progress. Today, I am stronger than yesterday. And tomorrow, I will be stronger than today. So reflection has been really a theme of the month, which is a good space for everybody, and that's the best we can do as we move forward. You can't compare, you can't compete, you can't judge yourself. You just have to affirm that you know that you're doing better and you're actively trying. Welcome, Mr. Gordon. I don't know if I said your name or not. Saki Stanley, welcome. But this is kind of what I focus on because for a lot of people that are just joining or that don't know me yet, my story I posted on here. I like to focus on action steps, ways to heal forward even through the struggle, and trust me, I know it's a struggle. I've been going through it for a long time, and every step is a step forward. Welcome, Mama Tarot and Team Trump. Welcome. So, in doing these, I don't have lots of money yet. I'm working. I'm trying to build my small business. So for anyone that's interested, you can go check out my Etsy. It's how I got to start. Starting small is better than not starting at all. So it's at creativelyguided.etsy.com. I make tinctures and teas, and I put a lot of research, a lot of testing, a lot of time, energy, and money into it. So, and then of course my art. I still have some things to put up. Still working on that. But welcome, certified. I post these. I give freely these collectives and action steps moving forward. I do also pull cards for people and answer questions. However, I refuse to pull cards for someone trying to butt into someone else's energy. I don't believe in that. I believe it's an invasion of privacy. So now if I pull something for your energy and you've asked me and somebody's in your energy, that's a whole different thing. Then they get pulled out because they were in your energy. Now, if we're just asking about somebody butting into their energy, I don't play that game. So that's just kind of how I roll. So welcome Certified and Mark Andre, Soul Tarot, and Debbie Grant. Welcome. So let's have a gratitude to focus on for today, because we know all about gratitude, self-love, self-care. Okay, that's the one. Let's see. There are always flowers for those who want to see them. And that's Henry Matisse. Take a moment to appreciate a small success. Every moment is sacred. That's true. I got two. Oh, look at that. You snuck right in there. So that one was inspiration. Take a moment to appreciate a small success. Every moment is sacred. Welcome, Lila, Tariq, Debbie, Seaface. Welcome. Okay, and then we have a reflection too. And because I'm actually live and I'm not rushing a 10-minute thing, I'll read both of them, because I believe any of the self-care and gratitude are something always worth spending time on. So it's never gonna do you a disservice. So there's a calmness to a life lived in gratitude, a quiet joy, and that's by Ralph H. Blum. Pause. You're thinking for a moment. Must stop. Take some deep breaths and allow time to slow down. There's no rush. You're going to get there when you get there. And you can't force divine timing. You can't force the wheel. You can try, but when you are not moving with the ebb and flow of the universe, then you just hinder yourself. Welcome, Anthony and Shaves. Welcome. Don't try to force things that are out of your control. All it does is make it harder on you and those in and around your area. Let it flow. Take time. Be present. Be here in the now. Hi, Marlene. Welcome. So, and I'm going to pull one of these because these are one of my favorite oracle decks. And it's mostly because of the paintings and just the work that was put into this deck. I'm truly a fan, and I'll promote. A friend showed this one to me, and I really, really loved it immediately because they're beautiful. And when someone puts that much work into something they believe in, then they absolutely deserve to be honored. Welcome, Mike and Assad and Vidat. Welcome. So, can I have home? I like this one. Oh, you're giving me a whole... Hold on. I'm going to read just one of them, but it tells a story. So, home is coming back to your center. Always understanding that that's where you can come back to no matter where the chaos, no matter what's going on. And this is the one I'm going to read. But to get there, you have to step through. You got to figure out, and you got to get curious. You have to ask yourself the questions and listen for the answers. And that's how you find your way home, right? And in doing that, you transform yourself. And when you transform yourself, you're healing those things that you never thought would even see the light of day. You're healing some of those things that you didn't even know was a thing. So it's about asking those questions and understanding that you can always come back to a place of your home, right? Your center. This is your space, your safe space. Welcome, Colorado and Daniel and Amara, and Olam. Welcome, guys. And then we have the Violet Flame. I'm going to read this one too, because these two are really good, and well, if they're not too long. But we'll start with 31, I almost was right to it. Alright. This painting has journeyed with me under my arm for many nomadic excursions. It is a serendipitous reminder to find my way back to the heart within my divine inner universe. Reveling in the outer exploration of this magnificent earth has often left me unrooted and ungrounded, and this provoked my curiosity for what home feels like. The notion of home as where the heart is unraveled and reshaped as I realized it is any place where the vibration and resonance are clearly aligned with you. Your outer world is a reflection of your inner world. However, your environment, the place, and the people also affects your energy. The title of this painting is Home, also known as a heart-shaped portal outside of the matrix. Our way home to oneness and the truest part of our infinite selves is to know ourselves beyond the socialized matrix of mind-constructed reality. Deep heart-based presence is a direct portal home. What does home feel like to you? Do you feel at home in your body? Does it feel like a safe space to rest your soul? Are there unloved parts of yourself? Do you ever really feel quite right? What is your relationship with your body? Not being fully in our bodies is referred to as being ungrounded or uncentered. When our thoughts are a few steps ahead or behind, so follows our consciousness. When all sense of flighty survival drops away, a deep sigh radiates from the safe space within. You hold the environment, the platform, where you can ground your dreams into realities. When you come home to this place, you will know a blissful presence and a warm inner glow of unconditional love. Wherever you go, you will feel a sense of home, and whoever you encounter, you will meet as family. So now the meaning of this card. This card invites you to align with your temple space. Consider all the amazing things your body does and how you effortlessly move through reality. Become aware of the many gifts that come from a deep sense of truly occupying yourself. Often, very intuitive souls exist within the upper chakras and may struggle with the density of humaning. You may not feel like you are from here, but as though you are more accustomed to navigating a world with a different parameters. At this time on earth, it is a blessing to have the vessel of a body. It is an opportunity to make a difference, so celebrate it. You have dreams and visions and may yearn to float around in more etheric realms, but it is when we are fully grounded and present in our bodies that we can actualize these ideas and make a difference. Be grounded. Find your home. As just like a tree, or the deeper our roots, the higher we can reach into the heavens. So it's about coming back to yourself and grounding yourself, and understand that your home is where your vibration is, where you're feeling, this is your safe space. Because as long as you can come back to here and understand no matter what in the chaos, you can spread out from there, knowing that whatever chaos is going around, automatically you can come back to your center space. And when you can say, no matter what's going on, this isn't working out, things are frustrating me, something's not going well, doesn't matter, because here in this moment I am safe, I'm alive, I am grateful, I have all the things I need. So the moment we come to that conclusion and we stay there in that safe space, then we can branch out, then we can find the pathways, figure them out, and move along. Welcome, Nat. And then we have the Violet Flame, and I really like this one. What number is that? 52? Sometimes these are long, but the meanings to them are really good. There it is. Did you get it? What happened? Give me 1 sec. No, Here. Here you go. You're welcome. You're welcome. Okay, so we have the Violet Flame. And if you can see the paintings, the artist of this deck, just phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal. Also the number 52, 31, 53, and 47 numbers that might mean something. And then we have 61 and 44. So that might have meaning to some people. So, as we deepen our spiritual path, step out of illusory constructs and become self-realized, empowered beings. Life may present us with more opportunities to grow than before. When we explore our innate healing ability, we may experience our expanding consciousness as deeply blissful and illuminating. Our glimpse of higher awareness can be followed by periods of intensity as we return to normal. These uncomfortable experiences are shadow elements, unaligned with the higher vibration, dropping away so we can maintain our new frequency. Your sensitivity will be heightening, so it may be harder to spend time in places with frantic activity. You may feel disoriented, have emotional ups and downs, and even physical symptoms. Daily practices for recentering will allow you to drop into yourself and be present and still, away from the busy mind, chatter, and distractions. There are so many ways to meditate, so experiment and find something that works for you. There's no way to do it wrong. Yoga, qigong, painting, or walking are just a few examples. Dancing is something I've done since I was a kid, and I didn't even know that that was a thing, so that's pretty awesome. We can learn to protect and maintain the energy we cultivate in ourselves, not from fear, but through a healthy awareness of what is ours and what is the energy of others. As we expand our consciousness, our empathy may increase. Maintaining energetic sovereignty will allow for heartfelt exchanges with healthy boundaries. Just as we keep our body fit and healthy, it is good to ensure our energy field is free from anything that no longer serves us. We all experience some level of trauma as we go through life. The effects can stay in our aura and, if unaddressed, may influence our physical or emotional well-being. There are many ways to clear your energy field. Seeing an energetic healer or learning clearing methods you can do yourself can be so helpful when you feel dense, heavy, triggered, sluggish, or down. Being able to kickstart a positive vibration so you can regain perspective can be the key to flowing through situations that seemed overwhelming or unsurmountable. Work with the violet flame to transmute anything that is not for your highest good into love. The flame is simple to visualize and a powerful tool that can be used by anyone. Consider your psychic toolkit. Do you have a range of accessible go-to practices for recentering, cleansing your aura, and protecting your energy? An exercise routine for psychic fitness will keep your aura strong and resilient, your energy sovereign, and your vibration high. Maintaining clear and vibrant energy will also help you see through the illusions that may be blocking or disorienting you. Bring the violet flame into your meditation and self-care practices for graceful rebalance after heightened energy levels. And then what it's saying is when the chaos comes...
I love your pet.
No, it's I love your pets. Sorry, my daughter's home today and she thinks she needs to help me. Welcome. What is that, Maine? Mom? So yeah, it's about changing the energy, and raising your vibration. So it doesn't have to be sitting in meditation, sitting, doing whatever. Keep it, like, I've tried a million times. I struggle with that. So I don't know who Telly is, and I don't get into someone else's energy. If you want me to pull a card for you, I will pull cards, but hi, can I join what? I don't know what you're asking me. Good morning, welcome. So anyways, it's about sit down properly, or I'm going to turn it off. It's about being able to get out of the chaos, and when the chaos does appear, you have to find a way to get out of it. And it can be through just getting up, finding something to clean, organize, declutter. That really helps, I find, for me anyway. Welcome, Mario. Dancing is a great way to help. Just movement, just getting out, like even walking. But for me, dancing has always been a good thing. Writing, that's why they talk about it so much. Journaling and stuff. It really is a thing, and it's very helpful. Welcome, Leonizing. Leonizing, yeah. Welcome. Can I have an angel number for the collective and surrounding? 1122, the Great Shift. Transformation, spiritual awakening, manifestation, holy Lord, unity, alignment, fulfillment, and expansion. First, acknowledge the positive changes unfolding as a result of your hard work. Then, open your mind to new possibilities and allow yourself to explore new avenues. Many positive shifts are on the horizon. The world around you is aligning with your intentions, supporting your growth and dreams. So you start seeing this number peeking out at you, receipts, gas pump, time. You start seeing it. That's just your angels letting you know that they see you, they're with you, and you're on the right path. Or stop, take a moment. What was I thinking about? What was going on around me when I saw this number? Because that might be one of the answers to some of the questions that you've been doing. I don't know. What does that mean? Start flash goal. Whatever. I'm not messing with it. I don't know. I'm not that tech savvy yet. I'm working on it. Welcome, Mandeep and Sasa. MJ, welcome. Then we have 555. Change. This is... yeah, I have a love-hate relationship with 555. So much change. I used to love change, but the last decade has been nothing but struggles when it comes to change. Struggles that I'm overcoming no matter what, and that's because of God. But it's a love-hate relationship. It's easier when you learn to love it, but you don't love it until after you've overcome it, and even then, it's a struggle, and that's just being honest. It's not always easy. If you break that, you're not going to be able to use it anymore. So why would you do that? Think about it. Okay, so it says growth, resilience, transformation, purpose, renewal, breakthrough, and creative energy. You're about to level up. Although it may not feel easy at first, this is the part. This challenge is preparing you for greater things that align with your highest good. This is the why you've been seeking. Keep pushing forward. There's a reward waiting for you at the end of this journey. Welcome, Ronald. So it's once you make it through, but the problem is once you make it through, you're going to keep cycling through until you recognize that being present and learning to enjoy the journey is when you start to really notice the stuff moving forward. Welcome, Golf and Moon Girl. And then we have 2112. It's up to you. Guidance, good fortune, divine support, direction, trust, destiny, and faith. And by the way, I just want to say that 1122 is the great shift, and then change and transformation. So the great shift, and then the change is coming, and then it's up to you. So you make the decision how you show up for yourself, how you believe in yourself, how you do the things that need to be done, and believe in yourself. Is going to determine how that change goes, right? So, welcome Nora and Broke Mom, Josh, Michael James, welcome. So, even if it seems like you're not making any meaningful progress, trust that you're moving in the right direction. Seeing this number is a sign that everything will work out in your favor and your dreams are about to come true. Believe in the process and stay positive. And when I tell you, I've had to put that belief in even when things are struggle as struggle can be. When you lose everything and you have to rebuild and lose it and rebuild and continue moving forward and invest in yourself when you have almost nothing. It is really, really hard to do, but it's not impossible. And as long as you can show up and actually be grateful and allow yourself, welcome Michael and the Albanian, and Brandon, welcome. As long as you can learn to be grateful and understand that if I'm breathing, I have an opportunity. I can change it. I can change my thought process. And retraining your brain is the hardest thing you'll ever do, which is why I'm trying to always push the affirmation and the gratitude and all of those things. Thank you, Deli and Tyler. Welcome, Josh. If I miss anybody, I apologize. I try to catch guys and say hi as you're coming in, but I also talk a lot, so I even miss my own stuff sometimes. When I'm called to talk about things, I kind of do. And then we got 0030, which is Lucky shirt, and I like this one. Of course, I love my shirt, so I don't think that's what it is, but I love it. Pursue your goals and achieve what you desire. Your efforts will bring wonderful benefits to you and your loved ones. Your communication skills are improving, making it easier to connect with a diverse range of individuals. Embrace this time of growth and watch your relationships and projects flourish. You can't do anything until you start showing up for yourself. It's my baby daddy going. I don't. If your baby daddy comes in and asks me, I will pull a card for him. But I can do readings for people, but I don't snoop into anybody's energy. If somebody, no, If somebody is in your energy when I check on your energy that you've asked me to, then they get what they get. But going into somebody's energy, just butting in there, is like peeking through someone's curtains, and I'm not about to do that without somebody else's permission. If you ask me, we're in agreement, right? Then we have a contract to be respectful and search for the things you've asked. If you and me, or you're asking me to do something and I just snoop into somebody's life that maybe doesn't want it, would not appreciate that, then that's not being very respectful. So that's universal law, and I'm not going to take bad karma for anyone. What would you like the card for? Welcome Ava and Brett Landry and Lynn Mason. I don't mind pulling a card here and there, but if I'm going to do it, as long as it's not trying to butt into somebody else's energy, then I don't mind. Okay, what is your question for your business? Something to move forward, something to... What is the question? And then I can decide what deck I want to look at. Welcome user 000. It's a great reset. It's a good number, actually. Is it going to be a success? Well, I don't really need to pull a card for that. It's going to be a success. It depends on what you put into it, right? So, let me see. I like this one. I'll pull a Moonology card. You get what you get out of it, what you put in. So, that's really first and foremost. And even if I pull this card, no matter what I pull, you need to understand that every second, with every breath, the energy is changing. So if I say something to you like, oh, you're not doing this right, and if you don't change that, your business is going to mess up. And you say, oh, well, that makes sense, and then you make that change, and your business starts really flourishing. Would you have done that if I didn't say that, right? So when I'm saying that to you, no matter what happens with the card that I pull, which I will, you need to understand that when you change that energy and change that action, that's when you create the change. So I need you to understand that. But I will pull a card. And where did you go? How do you say your name? Ovatu? I don't know. I'm just going to say O. So I don't disrespect your name, because I believe in respect. And if I can't say it, I don't want to butcher it. So, for O, can we ask about their business, and is it going... A fiery climax approaches. Where did I put my little book? I think that's a good a good indication, but I want to double check. Full moon in Aries. Full moon in Aries has got to be good. 68. And I pulled this one because I like the moon cycles, and 64. If I could count, we'd be in good shape. There it is. It's time to see if you've been a little bit too much me, me, me. There's a tug of war going on between what you want and what someone else wants. So, is it the business just yours? So that's another thing. And it could be just you and your customers. So think about how your business practice goes, what your intentions are, what you're trying to do. Are you having a push and pull? Are you not? Are you more thinking about what you want and not what your customers want? Those kind of questions are really good to look at. So when you start asking those questions and you can answer them honestly, focusing on how you do it is going to make a huge difference. First of all, okay? And then it says, as you wait, ask yourself if you've been handling the situation as sensitively as you could have done. If you know deep down that you've been a little rash or harsh, gone too fast or overstepped the mark, then accept that on some level you've created the situation yourself, which means you can create your way out of it too. When this comes up, a peak is coming and it could be fiery. So what it's saying is you have to balance, okay, the good and the bad. And as any business, okay, so there's going to be your need, and then there's going to be your customer or clientele, however you want to call it, the other person's need. And if there's not a balance, if there's too much you, and not enough them, it's never going to balance out quite well. But if you can see your center and understand, I can give a little bit here, which makes me give here, which benefits them, which is going to bring us more to a balanced situation. And when you get to that balance point, you're going to do nothing but explode. It's going to be good because it says you can create that. So as long as you're willing to compromise and do what you need to do, that's a positive. Be nice, be kind, smile, right? And then it says the teaching is a super fiery time when emotions can run high. On the upside, there's excitement about what may lie ahead. Sorry, but tempers are likely to flare. So you need to understand that there has to be give and take. And if you can stay in that balance section, you're promoting nothing but good for you. So if you look directly at what's going on and what your goal is for this business, if you see, okay, so I must do giveaway? You don't have to give away. If you're trying to promote people in, it's always good ideas. But it depends on what your business is. Like, if I knew what your business was, I could probably help a little more. But this is I'm trying to keep it general. So we're not putting it out there, especially if you're just beginning or you don't want people to steal your stuff. So I get it. But focus on whatever you're doing. Where can I compromise? Where can I extend something that's going to help them come to me, right? So, for instance, okay, so for mine, I've been starting my business, small business. I invested a lot of weaves and perfumes. Oh, well, I definitely want to see the perfume, so send me a link. I'm all about perfume. You could do giveaways, but do you have a big clientele already? Are you just starting? What's your, I love perfume, so. What is are you just starting? Because if you are, let me pull one of these too. I would suggest, I'm just starting. Okay, yeah, that's where I'm at too. So, like, I just started with my teas and my tinctures. I'm all health-based. I believe in healing from the inside out. And the more we heal on the inside, physically and emotionally, the better we are. Do you have any clients? Like, so for your weaves, it'd be great. If you're going to do a giveaway, I would suggest with one of your friends, family, somebody that you know does weaves, do a free install, right? And do some photo shoots. Use the advertisement, because the word of mouth is going to be far better than any advertisement out there. So I believe, yes, I'm gonna pull a card here. As long as you put in the effort and it's something that you truly care about. I want to make sure my deck's up right. Absolutely, it sounds like, let's see. As long as you keep it honest. So this is what it's saying, okay? You gotta be, no messing around, no lying, no cheating, no being sneaky. Transparency. Because if you hide under the illusions or you're not doing something on the up and up, it's gonna fail. So again, like I said, it's what you put into it. If they do the work and do it proper with transparency, don't get defeated. You're worrying about it. Worrying. And I'm not gonna call it out because I don't want to be. Yes, I know. I already know. So I'm gonna call it like it is, and I don't want to call it out because that's just, you get out of anything what you put into it. And if you're not gonna be transparent, and honest, then it's not gonna work out. But if you do, you could. It's all up to you. That's the best I can tell you. I put in, every day I put in work into my business. I make my teas. I've put a lot of effort into the things that I do, and I've taken a lot of crap, a lot of flack. People that are supposed to be my friends and my family and are supposed to care can't even share my stuff. They don't put effort in, and that's fine because it's nobody's obligation. But I speak the truth. I'm going to tell the truth whether they like it or not, whether I like it or not. If I'm not doing something up to par, I tell my own self, get my crap together, right? So it depends on what you're doing. There are many things that you can do to be beneficial. But so is my current partner a right partner in business? Because we have a business of money landing. What is money landing? Business of money. I hope that doesn't mean laundering, because if that's laundering, then no, it's not going to do well. Anything, you got to remember one thing. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to laugh, but I can't help. That's just nuts. Anything done in the dark will always come to light, first of all. Second of all, this is a 9-year, which is a year of healing. Which means if you're doing shady shit, it's coming to light. And it's not going to come to light in like some whisper. It's not going to be like, oh, maybe I can fix this. You might think for a moment, but all it's doing is giving you more rope to hang yourself. Don't ever do something that you wouldn't want done to yourself. And if you really truly believe you wouldn't mind having it done to yourself, when shit hits the fan and it comes out so open and you feel like there's no way to bounce back for it, please trust me, if you're not doing things with integrity, you will find out and you will not like it. So, like, we borrow people money and pay back with interest. You lend people money? Money lending. You borrow people's money, or you lend people money. Like a cash money, those kind of things, a loan place. I hope you didn't mean lawn. I'm sorry. I'm not laughing. I'm just, it's just, it boils down to the same thing. If what you're doing is hurting people, and yes, lending, anything you do that's helping others that makes money, if you're helping others, that's great. But if you're helping others to the point where they borrow money, say, for a mortgage, and your interest, sneaky interest rate sneak so high that they can't pay the mortgage and lose their house and all those things, God's going to make you pay for that. Absolutely. The universe will make you see just how that feels. So, I know, I'm not saying you're doing those things. I'm just giving you for an example, right? But if you're doing things that are actually helping people start businesses, save their homes, things like that, and you're being fair and just in how you're doing your dealings, then yes, you're going to do well. And if people are mistreating you, then God will make sure that they feel the wrath of that too. Because people that are trying to help other people, and yes, you have to make money. You can't just lend money and not get anything back. Like, it doesn't work that way. And I completely understand that. But the whole point is about doing things with integrity. And if you're doing that, yeah, you should do very well. Especially money lending business, because if you have money to lend money, you should always be good. You should be in pretty good shape. So make sure you don't shortchange yourself, but make sure you're not ripping people off. And I think it'll be okay. I think you'll be okay. And the best thing to do, what I'm learning, is finding a bunch of different sources, right? Never have just one stream of income. And make sure that your sources of income are helping fund your passions, the things that truly align with you. And then so you can start doing your passions, which is what I'm doing. And when I do that, at the end of the day, details. I like that. So this is my creativity oracle. And of course, because that's what I'm all about, is creativity. Making things with my hands, learning, just always learning. These stood right out to me. It's like the bullseye right here, right? It's a flower. It's very beautiful, but when you center in and you stay focused on that, okay, you miss all of the other things going on the other side. So you want to make sure, yes, you have that safe place to come to, but you don't want to keep your blinders on, right? You got to see the small so you can expand to the big. So examine your situation and take care of every detail, one step at a time. That's where I'm at. And if you're starting in a new business, or even branching out from one business to create another, it takes as many steps as it takes, right? Show up for yourself first. That's it. And then it's number 32. There's usually another extra message in there with look up angel number 32. So, sauce god. Some of these names, I'm sorry, I shouldn't laugh, but they just kill me. Hopefully that helps. But just remember, put in whatever you do, whatever you decide to do, show up like from the heart, right? Be honest, show up with integrity, and show up for yourself. Don't shortchange yourself. Don't rip other people off. And at the end of the day, know that when you look in the mirror, I did everything I could to be my best self and boost my business with integrity and honesty. And if you can look at yourself and say that and truly believe that, then you win, and you will find a way. And you may struggle. There may be small steps only going forward. I've been struggling trying to get my business going, trying to get sales, trying to do things so I can build my business. It's a struggle. I get it. And it takes time, and it takes, customers. Once you get a bunch of customers, then the word of mouth, is better than any ad out there. Because when people are speaking to trusted friends and they say, man, that was the best person. That perfume was the most beautiful perfume I ever smelled. That weed was done so well. Those are the people that are going to go, I came because my friend told me and I trust them. So it's really important to have that honor and that respect. At the end of the day, I can be poor all day long, but I'm investing every day in myself. And when people start to see what I've been investing, then they start showing up for me like I'm showing up for myself. And then when they start doing that, they're like, damn, I should have been here a long time ago. I should have did this, and then they start telling their friends, and then their people come. And that's how it goes, because your integrity hits the room, any room, before you ever even show up. So it doesn't matter what you're making. It doesn't matter what you're creating. They believe in you, not the product itself. Okay, and once they believe in you, then they try the product because they believe in you. Then when they try it and they love it, of course I'm going to love it because I believe in this person, right? I know their integrity. I know their character. It's one, and why would you get a job if you have your businesses? I'm still, well, never mind. You should always want to, but don't spread yourself too thin. Focus on the things that you love. I'm looking for work too because I'm a single mom and I got to survive. But Is it something that I want to do? No, I don't want to take away from my daughter. I want to focus on loving myself, showing up for myself, creating the things that I love, and finding a pathway that allows me to do those things I love and survive, and still be a constructive, helpful member of the community, right? Nope. Nope. Sit down or you lose. Pardon me. Look at me. Hey. Look at me.
What?
That is gone the next time you do that. Sit up properly.
I gotta pee.
Yeah, then go. But you're not going to behave like that. You're supposed to be sick and you're not behaving very sickly, kid. Don't try me. Wait till you have to go to school when you're sick and see how you feel. Do you want to do that?
No, I'm not.
Then don't behave like that. That was our agreement. If you don't follow through with your end of the agreement, you lose your part of the stuff. Do I see you getting married? I don't know. Do you see you getting married? That's the question. You have to focus on you, right? And are you ready to get married? Because I'll tell you, I know one thing God's sick and tired of is all these bullshit, fake relationships, people, transactional relationships, people marrying for money, marrying for... It says Ace of Wands, yes. But, yeah, collaboration. You gotta start getting out, meeting people, and putting your best foot forward. And you have to be ready. Because if you're not ready, and we don't always know we're ready, but if you're not in a space, if you're holding on to old grudges or holding on to anger or resentment or any of those things from past prior relationships or other hindrances that have been going on in your life, childhood traumas, any of those things, welcome, Natalie. Even if you receive a relationship, chances of you recognizing it and being able to treat it accordingly will end up just another lesson for you to learn. So, welcome, Maureen. Hi, Natalie. Mine, please. Does my boyfriend Josh really love me? Okay, so I'm going to explain to you. If you want a reading for you, and I click into just your energy, it is 11:11. If you ask me questions about work, about business, I will do my best to answer them. When it comes to relationship stuff, I don't know who your boyfriend is, okay? And your boyfriend isn't here to say, hey, please pull my energy. So that would be like me going up to your house and peeking in your curtains, right? And the universe and God does not take kindly to that. Now, if I pull cards for you because you asked me what's going on in your life, and they show up in your energy, because I don't know who Josh is, but if there's some energy that might be them, then it's a whole different story. They're in your energy, so they get what they get. But just going and being nosy into someone else's is playing with the universe, and that gets karma and causes problems for people that didn't ask for any of those things, and I refuse to be that person. So just very, very I'm very, very non-giving on that. If I pull a personal for you and someone shows up in your energy, when I speak of their energy, you're going to know who their energy is. I don't know who their energy is because they are in your energy, if you see what I'm saying. No, don't apologize. I'm just very, very adamant on that because too many people will be snooping in everybody else's energy and then not understanding that sometimes they're just thoughts and feelings and processing trauma and all those things, and then people get punished for thinking things that how else are you going to process emotions if you don't think them and sit with them and understand them? But it can be very much misconstrued and swayed one way or the other, so that's why. Would I be able to have a normal reading? You can. I do them. I pull readings. It's 11:11, and you can my PayPal is at Creativity Guides Me, or I'm in Canada, so we only do that, or e-transfer. And again, that's Creativity Guides Me at outlook.com. But to do that, if you want one, I can do it here on live, or if you email me and send payment, I can do them. There would still be video like this, but I can do them on Zoom, so it would be like a live one-on-one, or I can send you video through email. So it costs a little bit more to do that, but there are options there, and if you go to my link tree, you can get all that information. Philippines, nice. I'm trying to figure out a way to do it, because if you can buy gifts on here, I just don't know what the thing is. So if you did it like if you have PayPal, I don't know what pay things. Do you think I'll be able to heal from what happens right now? Of course you'll be able to heal. I don't know what Gcash is. I don't know what that is. So the only other way to do it would be to whatever the gifts are on here. I don't know what they're called. Do the one that's closest to $10 or $11, and I'm not sure how that. I don't even know how to pull it up on here, but the gifting, yeah, like that. It would have to be, I don't know, you have to look at the one that's like $10 or something, and when you send them, then I can pull cards for you, like do a reading, an actual reading. So then you give me your question and I'll pull them for you. Welcome, Pulu, is that what? Sorry if I butcher your names too, by the way. Respectfully, I don't mean to. And if you show me how to pronounce it, I'll do my best. Because I believe names deserve the respect that they were given with. Welcome, Viola. But what is your question? Okay, I can send a gift. Yeah, that's probably the best way to do it. Otherwise, PayPal and all that stuff is in my link tree. And Canada doesn't have as many, like, Cash App and all those things. So what we have is what we have. Welcome, David. Natalie, what was... Independent success. Independent success, financial stability, security, profit, and prosperity. Something good coming. Good. Alright, let me get a... Well, when you figure it out, you let me know, and then you can send a gift. Ooh, ships are coming in, and... Always, just remember one thing. Anything done in the dark will always come to light. I want... What do you do? Did you get it figured out?
No.
No? Are we going to have my unicorn one? What are you doing, my child? Did you get it figured out? Ouch, ouch, ouch. Also, I have,
Can you help me?
help you what? I can't help you. Whoa, Lord help me, I can't help you. I'm just kidding. I love you. No, don't climb up. Nope, you cannot.
You don't me.
Pardon me. I'm keeping this iPad.
You don't hold me.
Why would you say such a thing? That's horrible.
It is?
Do you want to hurt my heart?
No.
So why would you say that? Because you asked me to do something for you. Don't hurt my feelings like that.
You love me.
You know I love you. So don't say just horrible things like that. Lyman, welcome. Do you think it's stupid of me? Holy Lord, that went fast. Do you think it's stupid of me to not want to move on from something that broke my heart? Honey, there's nothing stupid about that. And you can't... No, not at all. Listen, because you're not wanting to move on right now does not mean you're not moving on. It just means you're not ready to process and heal. And healing is not linear. It takes the time it takes. I have been through more trauma, and I'm still going through trauma as we speak. Constantly having to transition, almost lose my place. I'm a single mom, trying to build a business with zero help along the way. The only thing that saved me, literally, is God. I'm always on the brink of disaster because people play in my energy and do things to hinder me, and it is what it is. I don't sit and I don't anymore. I just laugh. I just move on from it. But it took me a long time to get to this place because I always had this feeling of I have to prove myself. I have to do this. And still struggle with that sometimes, but I always had that. And that was a childhood trauma. It took a long, long time to get past that and understand how to heal that. So not wanting to move on or not being ready to move on doesn't mean you're crazy. It doesn't mean anything, but you're hurt and you still have some anger and you still have some pain and shame and guilt and all kinds of things. And it doesn't have to be all of those, but you know, some of these emotions that you're trying to process. Hi, limousine. Oh, I like that. Hi. Yeah, you're processing, and just because you ain't ready yet doesn't mean that you're not going to. It means that you'll get there when you get there, and the more you judge yourself or punish yourself or hold that rushing and all those things, the more you're hindering yourself. You have to forgive yourself first and move forward through there. Because when you can forgive yourself, you come from a space of, I don't hate anybody. I'm still a little angry and I'm still upset and I'm not sure how to deal with it. I'm not sure how to process something yet. But God's getting you there and bringing places like this, people like me that talk about this stuff so freely, because when you've lost everything 100 million times, can't say through no fault of your own, because at the end of the day, you had some part, you showed up, you were there, you allowed people to mistreat you, you allowed people to take advantage, maybe you didn't know any better at the time. That's where you have to forgive yourself. But there is accountability always on both sides of the line, right? So process it what you need to process. Don't let anyone tell you when you must move on. As long as what you're doing isn't hurting somebody else. If you're not actively doing something to hurt somebody else. I've been mistreated in a relationship 1,000 times, but this one hurts. Oh, honey. I know. I've been there. My entire family, when every single person in your life that's ever was supposed to love you or care about you or support you or show up for you betrayed you in one form or another, or in some of them multiple. It's hard to trust and it's hard to get past things, but you have to understand you're forgiving not for them. You're forgiving for you. Why are you going to carry some shit that they didn't care about? They didn't care when they were hurting you. They didn't care when they were throwing you away like garbage. They didn't care. Grace, inside voice, please. Sit down nicely. Nope, we're not doing that. It takes a lot, okay? This one that hurts the most means that usually it's the last little bit of trauma your poor body can take, right? And that's because it's forcing you into that space of healing, and it's not easy. Oh, lots of stuff in my past sound bad, and it was bad. It was very traumatic. It was, what would they call it? Like compound PTSD. I still struggle with things, right? And I get a decent job. I'm making money. Things are doing good. Certain people, I'm not pulling out names, but I have receipts, will call and mess with my job, make me lose my job, lose my place to live. I went through some shit. You can go back in my stories. It's all there. I talk about it. And I don't judge anybody, because I know they're hurting too. You got to remember, hurt people hurt people. So if you continue that, and because you're hurting, you force that hurt on somebody else, you're just creating more karma, more bad things for yourself. When you learn, like, I'm releasing this with love, and I refuse to send out negativity. Even you're allowed to feel the pain. You're allowed to be upset. You're allowed to all those things. But you're not allowed to say, I hate your guts because you did that. I wish the worst on you. It's not your job to judge because Jesus died, right? He died on the cross. I don't care what religion you believe. Okay, the whole point is God, the universe, any of those things, you get what you give. If you go all the way back to universal law, which is in the Bible, which is in every form of religion, spirituality, karma, right? It's the rotation. Everything is in cycles, so you get what you give. So you have to understand, yes, I'm hurting right now. And the process that I have to deal with this. You're allowed to have righteous anger. You're allowed to do that. I hope you're the best. Thank you. That's really sweet. I'm always going to be good because God has my back. I share my stories and to help other people, right? I wrote I wrote a book. I started a business a couple years ago. I got forced into some trauma. I had to put all my stuff in a storage unit, and then within 2 months, the storage unit was there. The book, everything burned down. The entire storage unit, not just my building, like the whole building. Uh, and it took me a long time to get to the point where I was rebuilding and doing it again because that was a hard hit. But am I going to hold on to that the rest of my life? No. You got to move forward eventually, right? You got to, and even when nobody believes in you, you have to. Because if you don't believe in you, how are you going to show other people how to show up for you, right? So, and healing is the biggest part of that. And it's messy, and it's gross, and it's not fun. And people are going to judge you, and they're going to laugh at you because they don't understand. People are going to want to get rid of you, shut you up, because they don't understand. And people fear what they don't understand. As long as you don't fear yourself and you understand, I'm processing, I'm learning, I'm trusting, I'm growing, I'm healing, I'm angry because this happened to me. Do I hate that person that did that to me? No. Do I understand how they could be hurt and all those things and how they could have come to do that to me? Yes. Does that make it okay? No. You're still allowed to be angry. But when you come from a space of we all fuck up, we all do stupid things, we all do all those things, when you come from that space, you can understand how easily it is for someone to make a stupid mistake. And sometimes they don't even know that that mistake could have possibly hurt you, right? So you come from a space of it was a lesson. There was something I needed to learn there. And if I can figure out what that is, I can make sure I don't do that again, right? And it took me 40 damn years to even get to that point. So there's no judgment ever. It takes however long it takes. Healing is not linear, and it will always work out in your best favor. And if people are actively trying to fuck you up and not do screw up your businesses, and there's people that do that. What do they call that? Shadow ban your channel. Like my YouTube, I've been on YouTube for like 2 or 3 years. Still have like 3 subscribers or something. Like, no matter what I do, there's things that people do that try to hinder your success, and it doesn't matter because I'm not here for 1 million subscribers. I'm here for these conversations because the people that stay in and listen have been through some shit. I don't know what your story is, and what you share with me is what you share. There's no judgment ever. But I'm called to talk about these things and try to explain them how I overcame them. That's all I can tell you. I can't tell you any more than that because I don't know what other people is going through. I just know what I've survived, and a lot of times that's something that people are enduring and trying to overcome. So if I share it, I'm going to, hopefully it will help. I use my tarot and I use a lot of oracles. I don't do as many tarot readings because, like I said, the energy can change. You could have came in this live right now. You could have came in angry. I hate everybody. Fuck the world. The whole 9. And then something I said, any one thing, something somebody commented in there might say, oh, wait, well, that kind of makes sense. And completely changes your whole thought process, right? So but then you left feeling better, more empowered, in a better mindset. And that's the goal, okay? Because when we change that mindset, that we've been programmed our whole lives for negative, 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 especially through the trauma. But when you get to that point where it's like, no, I'm not dealing with that. No, I'm not going to fail. I'm not going to do this. And even if I fail, I'm going to learn from it and do better. And when you get to that point, you're affirming. You're changing that negative shit in your brain, changing it to, no, I overcame. I've literally survived every problem, every obstacle, every trauma that has been set in front of me. Because I'm still here. I'm still breathing. I've survived it. And from this breath, from this moment forward, I can actively change it. Change the mindset first. You're going to win. I'm telling you. Sorry. I got to go make more tea in a minute. Oh. All right. So, and thank you for the rose, by the way. That was sweet. Daddy's little mon. Aw. Wait, so if you do tarot reading, is there a chance that it'll have a different outcome in the future? There's always a chance it'll have a different outcome. From just the fact that you ask that question changes the outcome, right? I can tell you, say, okay, I'm not this person, but I'm going to say to you, okay, well, your business is going to be shitty. You're not going to do a good job, blah, blah, blah. Are you going to believe that? If you believe that and you're like, oh, fuck it, I might as well just give up. Well, because she just said it's going to be shitty because the tarot said it's going to fail, which it didn't say that. It said collaboration, which is cool, which is a good thing, just so you know. But when it comes to that kind of thing, and if you take that negative shit that I try to project onto you and you give up, of course it's going to fail. Of course it's going to fail. But if you take that and say, man, she's just having a bad day. I don't care what she says. I know how hard I'm working. I know the thing that I'm doing to do better. You're going to be like, oh, I could fix this though. So if I do this step, this might do better, right? That conversation, doesn't matter what it was, changed your thought process, which changed your action, which changed your energy, which changed your outcome. Literally, it changes based on your mindset. If you're not thinking it up here, you're fucking yourself out of all of the best things in life. You can't give up on yourself. It doesn't matter. If you give up on yourself, you've already lost. The only first person that you show up for is you. And in doing that, you're going to win. Daddy's little monster. I like that. And was it Limousine that asked how my daughter is? She's 6. She's supposed to be in school. She said she was sick today, not sounding very sick. But part of the deal was if she was going to stay home today for her sick day, then she had to allow me to do my work. So that just gave me massive motivation. I hope it did. Listen, I show up here every day. If you see, I have a couple people that pop in and out. I'm not here for the masses. It's not like, by all means, I want to do great. I want to do good things. I want to help everybody. But I'm not going to not show up because people say bad things to me or because only 5 people show up in my life. Because what God has taught me is those 5 people that showed up needed something that I said, period. And if I do tarot readings along the way and make a little bit of money, that's great. That helps my business. That helps me make my teas and my tinctures and do my art and allows me the time to do that. But if not, I'm giving it because that's what I'm called to do. And I'm obeying what God says, right? Julio, hello. Welcome. But it's about motivating yourself. And sometimes you don't know how to do that. So I used to go live here all the time, and then I went through some transition. I lost my job in October for no fault of my own, but I lost my job, and then lost my house in December right before Christmas. Now we're still living in an Airbnb. My name's Tiffany. Still living in an Airbnb. My daughter's dad, whatever his life is doing, but I don't want to say anything bad, call anybody out, but, he's struggling to be able to support things. I'm jobless, trying to build my business, invest in myself. So when I tell you, if not going to be easy. Whatever you do, you have to show up for yourself. If you don't show up for yourself, nobody else is gonna. So, sorry, hold on. I need to get my charger or it's not gonna work. And when you show up for yourself, no matter what's going on, you're gonna win. It may take longer, it may be a struggle. Man, I gotta figure out, it's stupid. It's little things that, so at the end of, I think it's Friday, is when my money is up, right, for the Airbnb here. I don't get any money till the 20th, like, my next paycheck is until then. So nothing comes in. So you have a space where you have to worry, right? I have this little small space of worry. Am I going to freak out about it? No. You know why I'm not going to freak out about it? Because actively I have my business up there. I have my stuff that I make. I show up here every day. I do the work. I show up and I help and I give what I can. I give my time. I give my love. I give my motivation. I give my strength. So when the chips are down, and I've proven this point over and over and over again, when I lost my place, thought I was going to be homeless in the middle of winter. Boom, this place showed up, you know, had just enough money show up just in time, through work that I had put out, right, but it showed up, and it showed up just in time, right exactly to the day when I needed it. So when I come on and I do these things, and I give, I pull the cards, I give advice, I do 11:22 on the clock, thank you, Spirit. When I do these things, I give with no expectation. That's why I don't ask for gifts. If you want me to do a reading for you, an actual one-on-one reading, yes, I charge, because God says I have to be paid for my worth. But when I come on and I'm giving advice, or you ask a question that's not butting into somebody else's energy, and I can be helpful, I do that from my heart. So you don't have to feel sorry, because I'm going to win. I will win. I will rise up. My stuff will get out there. People will go to my Etsy shop. People will start buying my products, and they're going to understand exactly how helpful they are, and they're going to love them, and it's coming. There's nobody can hold me back. The only person that can hold me back is myself. And if somebody makes it harder, if they hinder my my page, if they hinder my people from seeing me, it just takes longer. That just means that the more I climb, I just get better and better and better and better. And then when I get there, did you see that? That was going fuzzy up there. That was funny. Anyways, when you get better and better, then it just becomes easier and easier. And now, these things that should worry me before would be a meltdown, right? That would be a meltdown. I'd be freaking out. What am I going to do? Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. And now I'm like, that's I've dealt with that 100 times before. Now I'm a pro, dude. So I don't worry about it. I know that no matter what happens, my home, my safe space is me. I am the safe space. So no matter where I go, and there will always be a place to go, because God provides for me. The universe provides for me. My angels show up for me. My spirit team, my ancestors, they show up for me because I show up for me. Welcome. Is that Zen? Welcome. So it's really just about showing up for yourself and showing the universe and showing God that when I show up, I'm showing up no matter what state I'm in. We're all healing. There's no levels. I'm more healed than you. It's not that. We're all healing, and we get there when we get there. Grandma, get off live. Oh, Stella, I missed you. These are the ones that make me laugh. But I can't get off live. I'm not grandma yet, though. I should be. I'm old enough to be a grandma. Honey, you don't hurt my feelings. The bully stuff don't work with me. And all you do is show your ass. Don't bring bad karma to you for no reason. Really, just don't. Wheel of Fortune. Remember, what goes up must come down. What goes down must come up. 41, nice. 43? Yeah, 43. I don't even know how old I am. I was 38 for 2 years at one point. You don't have to believe it. Doesn't matter what. So, you know what? There's this song. I think it's by Aaron Lewis.
Mama,
It's called Everyone Talks to God. You should go listen to that. You know what? What'd you do? You made it free, bud? Here. I feel like if I move on, it'll make the loss real. Okay, but you can't begin again until you let go. Move on. Let go. Let go with love and peace. Because when you hold on, you're holding on to whatever that is, and you're keeping that tie. So you're pulling them back, and in pulling them back, you're pulling your own self back. Move on. Let go with love. Okay, with love, peace, no hate, no anger in your heart. I wish the best, because you never know. Maybe if you're whatever that hurt had to be, you don't know if that other person or entity is healing too. No. What do you got going on here?
I love your pet.
No, I'm talking right now.
I love your pet.
Moving on is not a bad thing, honey. It's not.
No.
There you go.
It's a good thing.
It's scary. It is scary. Especially when there's codependence and or sometimes you find out things are like trauma bonds. No. She needed me to fix her iPad. Trust me, my daughter, when she needs me, she shows up. She likes to be in the camera. She is a little ham. She likes to come and jump in and love your pets and all the things. We're working on getting her diagnosed. She's she's on the spectrum, I think, probably autistic, which is a struggle, but it is what it is. And right now she's struggling with school, and we can only do what we can do, right? And once we figure out a pathway to help teach her, then we're there, right? You can't, one struggle at a time. And when she needs me, she makes it clear. Don't worry. She makes it very damn clear. She's a good kid. She's a very good kid. She keeps cutting out the internet. That's what she's doing. So she likes her iPad, but she can't quite use it properly yet. So, but she likes to like hit the show or whatever, and then she'll slide it over and hit a different spot on the show. But what she does is she hits it so much, it overloads and it freezes. And then then she comes and throws it at me, and I have to fix it for her. That's kind of what I love her. She's supposed to be in school today, but she's like, I don't want to school, I hate school. Because she has struggles, and, you know, people aren't always kind, and it kind of sucks. But they're pretty good with her at the school, but still, there's kids that are kind of not nice, and I know she's going through a thing and can't even explain it properly. So when she says she's feeling really sick, every once in a while, I give her a pass, and I let her stay home with me, but the deal with that is she has to allow me to still do my work. So we have our breakfast. We have a really nice breakfast, bacon and French toast and all of the good stuff, and we snuggle and have our moments and all that, and then it's time to get up, and now Mama has to go to work, and now you have to do your thing because you're supposed to be in school, and this is Mama's work time. And then when I get off here, we go out and we go to the park and do some other stuff. But for that to work and for us to work together as a team, you know, we have that communication and we have those agreements. And if every time she says, I want to get in your way, and I allow that, then I'm not teaching her anything. So there comes to a point where you have to, okay, we made an agreement, you have to stick to your end and I'm sticking to mine. And that's part of just learning to work together. So I know when she needs me, and if it's an emergency, you can bet your ass I don't care who it is, what's going on, I will drop the entire world for her. So at the end of the day, but when it comes time for me to do what I need to do, she allows me to do it. And when she's not, she knows she loses her stuff. Because if we can't build a business and if we can't make money, how do we survive? So there has to be compromise. You work with me, I work with you. And she likes her treats at the dollar store. I think she wants to move into the dollar store, to be honest. That's what she talks about. It's kind of funny. But she likes those things. And if she wants to do those things, she has to allow me to work. So this is what it is. Queen of Swords. That's the truth. That's funny. Okay, let me see which one. So these ones aren't. This is actually a game. It's called Better Than Yesterday. It was a little card game. Kind of, not Cards of Humanity, but those kind of games. But it was a lot of actions and things to kind of step out of your comfort zone and just be your best self. And I kind of turned them into a couple of decks because I liked how they had action steps and things that you could do that sometimes are just self-care, sometimes are just, what are you doing, weirdo? If you turn it off, it's not going to work. It's just something that lets us focus on, or something to do, like, let you step out of your comfort zone and see that, holy crap, I did that, and it was fun, and I really enjoyed that, and those are the things that we want to do, right? I-K-I-G-A-I. Discover your I-K-I-G-A-I. I don't know how to say it. Ikigai? Ikigai? I'm going to butcher it respectfully. I deal with it how it is. Japanese for reason for being. By answering these questions, what am I good at? What do I love? What does the world need? What can I be paid for? The intersection of those things is your ikigai, your calling, purpose, or reason for living. Like, this is my why. Me showing up here, doing it. My daughter sitting right across from me is my why. This is my purpose. This is what brings me joy. This is what I show up here. Whether I don't get paid, I'm not making money. I'm literally showing up here because it's something I love. Eventually, will I get paid? Sure, maybe. But I'm doing this whether I get paid or not because it's something that I absolutely love to do and it brings me joy. So when you intersect that, I used to get burnt out because when I worked for other people. Okay, so here's the thing: if you work for other people that pay you minimum wage or whatever, not what you're worth usually, and you work 18 hours, 15 hours, 12 hours, 10 hours, 40 hours a week, 60 hours a week, and you go home and you still got to deal with your daughter, and you still got to deal with life and cook and clean and all of the things and try to build a business, which I did all of those things while losing everything and still trying to build. You get burnt out. But are you going to get burnt out giving it all to somebody else, or would you rather focus it towards yourself, right? We all get burnt out, and that's why we have to have self-care. And, you know, it took me 41 years to learn that. Self-care was not a thing. I came from a family of narcissists and severely toxic family and circle of friends, for that matter. And I was only as good as I could do for them. So, and when I was doing things for myself, I was selfish, I was evil, I was ignorant, I was all of these things. But, you know, when I'm in desperate need and I've literally ran myself into the ground helping them, please help me because I'm struggling and I'm losing everything and I've been helping you this entire time. Please help me. And they laughed in my face, talked about me, left me to drown, said, fuck it, I can't be bothered. So, yeah, you get burnt out. So would you rather get burnt out giving to everybody else, or take that you gave to all of them, and even if you focus half of that back on yourself, can you imagine, like, all that we put into building these people and helping them, if we took half that and turned it back to ourselves, they can call us selfish because we're not giving to them, making their lives easier anymore. They can call us whatever they want. At the end of the day, that's the stuff, these people, the more you give to them, they don't give a shit. It's never enough. It's never good enough. Nothing you do will be good enough. But then do you ever think in the back of your brain and go, man, like if one person ever did that for me, even a tiny bit of that, imagine where I would be. So you have to think of that. Here on Earth now. To fly? Oh, I'm going to fly regardless. I will get there. And I'm not, I don't complain, I don't cry about it. It is what it is. I had to learn to show up for myself. I had to learn to find that space to love myself. even when shit's falling apart, even when nothing's going right, I had to still take that 15-minute bath and just lay there and quiet your brain, get out of the conflict, the chaos, and understand that I wasn't going to get the answers until I could get out of that negativity and that chaos. And I had to stay. I'm telling you, I've been through so much trauma that when I came back from the U.S., that was a lot of trauma. I almost didn't survive that. And that's a long story, really horrific story that, you know, I have receipts. I don't talk about it because I don't like to talk about other people. But in times I will if it comes up and it's something I have to. But I just want to explain, when I came back, I was I was dead. There was nothing left to me. I didn't think I was going to make it. And the only thing that kept me to make it was, if you don't survive, how are you going to help others, right? You're never running out of time. You expand time when you're happy. I literally couldn't look people in the eyes. I was so ashamed. I was so beaten and broken. Every scar on my face is from somebody, okay? Because if I wasn't told to be quiet and stood up for myself, then they would kick the shit out of me until I listened. So, and I didn't listen well. But eventually you get to the point where it's beat out of you. And when I came back from the U.S., it was so bad, I couldn't, like, if we were walking down the street and you were coming this way, I would have to cross the street because I was afraid to look up at you because I was afraid to get the shit kicked out of me. And it was really bad. And I had to look at myself in that mirror and I'm telling you, I had nothing left. And I had to say, I love you. And I couldn't say any more than that. And I couldn't affirm anything good in my life. And it took me 60 days of saying, I love you, every time I went to the bathroom, every time I walked by a mirror, before I even started to believe it. This is 15 years ago, okay? And I've been through way more trauma since then, but I've overcome it much faster. I've healed from it better. But 60 days of saying it every single time before I could even look at myself in the mirror and start to believe that. So when I try to tell you that it doesn't matter how far gone you think you are, if you're still breathing, there's a chance. And burnout only sets in when you stop believing in yourself. And I didn't believe in myself, but there's this little spark, this little something there that just wouldn't let me die. And that was God saying, you have a story to tell. You have people that you can help. Oh, you'll know. You'll know when you're doing the right thing. You'll feel it immediately in your heart. Okay? And usually when you feel it, it's fear. You think it's fear, but it's actually excitement because they're the same vibration, really. Now, what happens is fear makes it lower. But when you change that same feeling in your stomach is excitement and fear. They're the same. They feel the same. But when you can switch that thing in your brain that turns it from fear to excitement, like public speaking. Like, I come on here and I can talk because whatever, I'm talking to a screen. Even though I'm talking to people, it's not the same. If I'm standing, like public speaking, I get nervous and I'm shaking and all those things, right? But once I get out of that, I'm scared what they're going to think of me, and say, I'm excited, I have a story to tell, I have something to say, and something that's going to make sense. When you switch it, you're not scared anymore. That fear is excitement, but it's that same feeling in your gut, right? So it's just how you process it and how you think of it. And that's why you got to get that brain to switch. And listen, the chaos is never ending. It's never, 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 never ending. So understanding, like, we beat ourselves up more than anybody in the world, okay? They programmed us good, and then we got big enough, and we picked up that torch, and we said, oh, yeah, they did such a good job abusing me. Well, fuck it. Let me do it myself, too, right? And now they don't even have to do the work. They put it in there. They planted it. And now you're like, oh, well, that makes sense. So now you pick up that torch and you just continue to beat yourself. Now they sit over there. They didn't got to pay attention because you've just done all the work for them. When you switch it, when you do affirmations, that's why I do my self-care. These little cards, like, they're so It's not telling you whether you're going to live or die. It's telling you things to focus on, to get curious, to ask yourself, to show up for yourself. When you show up for yourself and you allow yourself that moment to say, what if? Forget what if. I showed up. I'm here. I'm here now. You know? Celebrate yourself. I made that step. No, she's not needing attention. She's watching her iPad. Why are you so focused on my daughter? Because I'm telling something good? I promise you, my daughter is just fine. This is my work time. Why is there no tarot readers in your country? What's your struggle there, dear?
Oh, I can't change this.
Why? Why can't you change it? Oh, you hit too many times? Here you go. Pooja. Pooja, welcome. Anyways, you got it? Like I said, when she needs me, she comes to me. This is my work time. So when I'm saying things, well, you find, but don't. First of all, you gotta go where you feel called. Don't just pick somebody because people can intentionally say things that are fucked up to fuck with your head. Most don't. Some people just filter things differently because we all process things through our own traumas, our own hurts, our own ways we healed. And it's really important when you get a reader and you get somebody that's looking into your stuff and trying to help you, that they know how to sort their traumas, their perspective from yours, right? So if I'm giving you just how I feel on a situation for your reading, that's not helping you, right? If I'm telling you this is this, this means this, and then this would lead to this, and then the options would be this, 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 and then when you can understand all of the possible consequences, good or bad, to these options, then you have a potential to make an educated decision, which is what you're supposed to be doing. And in doing that, the only way to do that is to learn. And you have to learn what your core is, because if you don't have that core, it's very easy to sway you, right? Your integrity gets swayed, your morals, your decisions, because you don't quite know where you stand, if you know what I mean. So don't just worry about finding someone online. Figure out what it is you need the answers to first. So when you're asking the question, you already know what your heart wants the answer. Because when I give you the answer to something, or something that sits in your heart or your soul, you're asking me that question. When I'm answering it and that hits something, it's because I'm just confirming what you already know. I'm confirming your energy. I'm not giving you the answer. I'm confirming the answer that you already feel in your soul. That's the difference. I'm not changing your mind. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm telling you something that you already know, and it's sitting right here and it feels good because I'm confirming what you already know the answer to. You're just not listening. You're not listening to your own self. 11:44 on the clock, for sure. And that is the answer. And when you feel that, you'll know. You'll know immediately. Where did that one go? Yeah, it's energy. What we're doing is reading energy, okay? So, at the end of the day, we're all the ocean. We're all connected, okay? We all are one. But each one individually is a drop in the ocean. So, when you raise your vibration to people around you, okay, I can raise my vibration and help raise your vibration because we're interconnected. Now it's a lot easier because we're on this live, so to speak, right? So I'm focusing directly on you, right? So it's a lot easier. But say, a good way to think about it. Say you think about somebody that you haven't thought about in a year, and then all of a sudden they message you. It just happened the other day. Why you hand it to me?
Help me.
Help you what? You got to be a little more specific, bud.
Help me find something.
Help you find something?
Yes,
I wish you could see this kid. She's so funny. Here, well, there you go. You have to pick it. It's all right here.
I'm going
She just wants to come on camera. She likes to do that. But then she jumps around and gets all crazy, and she's a ham. And I don't. Sometimes she sneaks in and I let her say hi, but the reason I don't put her on here is because there's a lot of messed up people in the world, and I'm not about to use my daughter for likes and all those things. I won't. So she'll say hi. She pops in once in a blue moon. I let her sneak in like a hi, but she knows. She knows. Trust me, she's got all she needs. She's got her little snack. She's got her laptop. She's got her little kitty cat. Yeah, I don't want to go to prison. Period. Period. Somebody fucks with my kid, and I'm telling you, I try not to be violent. I'm all love and light. I'm realistic, okay, but I try to be that very peaceful. But you touch my kid, and there's no God, demon, anybody on this fucking planet that's gonna stop me. So it is what it is, and that's a mom thing. Any mom, any real mom is gonna. That's it. You get what you get. Same with dads. Dads are no joke. When you fight for those you love, I can't even think about that because I would fuck my whole life up to protect that kid. So I'll tell you that. And that's how we all get in trouble too. So that's actually something that we have to can't think about it because we don't want to manifest negative things, right? And when you worry about stuff, you're calling it into existence. We're all professional manifestors. So would you rather manifest something good and positive, or worrying about that car accident that you haven't got into in 2 years, but you've been worrying about it for the last 3 months because whatever, all of a sudden you're scared of getting in an accident, and then boom, you get in an accident. Like, you manifested that. So why wouldn't you rather manifest chilling on the beach somewhere, in peace, in that vacation with an umbrella drink somewhere, right? It might take a little longer to manifest because we're real pros at manifesting the negative because it's programmed. But I'd much rather focus my time on that umbrella drink on the beach somewhere, right? So, you gotta watch your thoughts and really understand that we're manifesting never-ending, non-stop. So, my friendships support me, nourish me, and inspire me. This is an affirmation. It's fantastic. These ones are my favorite cards for that. And anytime you can kick the shit out of that negative thought and replace it with an affirmation like this, you're double timing that negative. You're noticing it, recognizing it, so immediately you are able to squash it. Secondly, you're filling that space where you would put a negative thought in your head with a positive affirmation. So you win double time. It's amazing. Welcome, Kimar. Welcome. Hi. And then it says, my genuine desire to serve clears the path for me to step into my purpose. However you show up, when you show up doing something that you love, that makes you happy, and you show up in your most authentic self, just doing what you can do and learning as you go. Welcome, spiritual baddie. You're winning, okay? And you're doing something that you love. So whether you're getting paid or not does not matter. You're here, you're sharing the love, you're showing people how to love themselves, you're showing, and that's just for me, for what I'm doing, but whatever it is that you're doing, if you're volunteering at the food bank, or, this one thing that is a passion that makes you feel good, then God, the universe, your angels, your ancestors, the entire universe is going to weave its web and make it easier and give you more opportunities to do more of the things you love, or expand out from it and branch out and find a way to make an income and a living so you can focus more of your time on helping and doing good things in the world as opposed to chasing money all the time. So it's really, when you get that positivity and you're able to share that, and it's not toxic positivity. We all got shit and we all got a balance. But when we try to hide from that negative instead of processing it and transmuting it into something good, whether it's journaling it, painting it, singing it out, writing, screaming, doing something safely that's just not going to hurt anybody. That's what it's about, right? Welcome, Thomas John. There's a couple that jumped in. Sorry if I missed you. But that's what it's about. I'm really curious. Can you read a card for yourself? Well, we can always read cards for ourselves, but you don't really, you can assign cards. This is how I always call it. When if there's a message that you need to hear and you're not paying attention, they'll come through and they'll let you know when it's for you. But at the end of the day, most time when you're doing a collective or any of those things, it's not for you. You're not supposed to use your gifts on yourself, right? It's meant to serve. It's meant to help others, right? So you can ask, but usually, so if I ask, God, what is it that I need to know right in this moment? Like, why am I struggling so hard? And then, boom, this random car drives by and the song blaring out the window is, I need peace and love and joy or something. Like, that's God, that's your spirit team, that's your angels telling you, answering your question, right? Or me, signs and synchronicities. I can pull cards and I can ask, okay, so like with tarot, how, the Four Cups, stagnation, you see like all these things here, he's looking at all that, and literally God is, the universe is sending you this cup, right? Like they're holding out to you, but you're not seeing it. You're not seeing that opportunity because you're focused on all this, right? So you're not moving ahead. You're not doing anything. That's what that card means, right? Basically. I know there's lots of deeper meanings, but that's what that means. So when you pull that card, that's telling you the story of what that means. Now, if you say, okay, say for the Fool, okay, and I say to my spirit team, every time there's a change coming, and I know like it's coming immediately. If I pull this card, I want this one to come out. I want to allocate this to immediate change, like, and then that comes out. I know what it means for me, right? Even if I'm reading for you, I know what it means because that's what I've allocated that to mean with my spirit team. Does that make sense? So, some people, lots of people, pick up a card. So, like these ones, each one has a different picture, okay, each on the answer. So, they have a meaning to the card, right? Hi, Olivia, how are you? Okay, they have a meaning to the card. Obstacles, which is nice. Do not dwell on how you are going to surmount obstacles presently in your way. Don't dwell on them.
Are you talking to my friend Olivia?
Are you talking to your friend Olivia? I'm saying hi to my friend Olivia. So, the reason I'm explaining that is, on here, okay, is what this means. Okay, this is the basic meaning of this card. Now, a lot of readers are intuitive readers because they have allocated signs and meanings. Like, I can walk down the street and I've talked about it on a lot of my stories, walking by, and I'm literally in the middle of being grateful. Thank you for the sun. Thank you for this wonderful day. Thank you for all of these things. And then this big food bank truck goes by, and it's like this big, bright whole side with apples and all that, and grateful. Like, the words are, like, huge all across. And I'm literally in the middle of talking and writing about being grateful at 11:55 on the clock. Thank you, Spirit. And it literally says grateful on it, which just kills me. Aw, thank you, sweetie. It's just confirmation. And then to me, what I got from that was the universe thanking me back for being thankful, right? And that was the feeling. It was like a big, big, big hug. So it's not just about pulling cards. I see signs everywhere if I'm open to it. And so do you if you're open to it. But you have to understand, like, so when you're struggling, when I was first going through the immediate separation, now I've been through a lot of trauma, Thank you so much, sweetie. I appreciate you. When you're going through trauma and stuff, that separation and having to walk away from people that you love so dearly, even if they don't feel the same way to you, having to go through that and that separation, you don't know how to process that, right? So what I did, literally, I'm walking another time, and I'm like upset. I'm trying to figure out, and I'm asking questions because I'm not going to get answers if I don't ask. So I'm always asking, and I'm always getting answers. So here's what happened, and I want to explain it to you the best way I can. You know how a flock of geese will fly, right? And they have that triangle, right? And they go, and that's how they fly out. So I'm asking this, and I'm literally trying not to cry because I'm walking down the street, so I'm holding back tears, but I'm just struggling hardcore, okay? And I see this, like, there's 4 or 5 birds over here, there's 4 or 5 birds, and this is way far out in the sky, so I'm walking, so I have time and to see this all happening. But there's this little triangle over here, this little triangle over here, this little triangle over here, and then there's stragglers in between. So they're all coming together. All these other triangles. But there's this pack out ahead. There's 2 or 3 birds. Okay? And this triangle comes and it joins and it picks up the stragglers along the way. And this triangle joins and now they're big triangle. But I had to watch it. But those birds, okay, the first 3, they were flying. They were flying and they didn't stop. They didn't turn around, fly and say, hey, are you going to catch up to me? Hey, I see you're not doing things right. Things aren't working out. I know you're on that journey. But you're going to connect. And if you turn around and you stop yourself from moving forward, you're hindering those other people from catching up to you, right? You're hindering that. It's not your job to worry about them. Okay? It's your job to focus on you and lead the way. And that was God giving me the answer to what was going on. I can't make somebody change. You can lead somebody a horse to water, but you can't make them drink. But you can move forward and show them the way. Mom. And when they get to that point on the journey, did it die? Careful, careful. Wait, you're going to knock her? You did. It died already? Oh, you did not. But, yeah, that's the whole point, right? Like, it doesn't have to be pulling a card. I know when something's meant for me. And if you look at some of my... Yeah, I got to plug it in, okay? Careful. Sit nicely. Nope. I have to plug it in. But when I pull a card and I know it's for me, okay, say hi, but you're not sitting on here all the time. Say hi.
I'm a baby.
You're a big baby. Say hi.
No, I'm a little one.
You're a little baby. Okay, go sit down. You can't sit on here all day. Say hi.
No.
Well, then get your fat head out of there.
Boo.
Boo. Okay, go. Go, go, go.
No.
Yes, you can't do that.
No.
Nope.
I don't want to wait.
Pardon me. What do you want to do? You want to go back to school?
No.
Well, then, you have 2 options.
Not to me.
And she has her moments. She's got a shitty attitude. I can't say nothing. She's my mini-me through and through. So, you know those times when you're like, with your kid, and then you're like, you have to laugh because you know damn well they're just you. So when you're just getting mad at your own self, it's retarded. But that's the joy of being a mom. She drives me crazy. Okay, what do you want, kid? Tell me. 1. You just want to harass me? You still have, it's only 12 o'clock, so you still have a half hour, bud. 1.5 hour. Can you make it? Go get that. Oh, you're trying to beat me up with your fan. You want to fight? She just wants some attention. Listen. I know you want attention, but you're supposed to be at school, and I'm supposed to be working. So, what happened to our compromise? Do you remember? Ew, what's that? Hold on. I have to harass my kid back. We have to have wars and conversations, and yes, it's wars, because she's mini-me. She's as stubborn as I am, if not more. It's so funny. Funny, not funny. You don't want her to lose it because the ability to question and be like, no, I want to know why is something that I believe every child needs. But at the same time, you don't want them to fight you the entire way. So it's like, ask everybody else why, but not me. And we know that's not the way it's going to happen, but you got it stuck in your hair. You're such a weirdo. That's why you don't... You're lucky you didn't pull your hair, you weirdo. Wait. Why did you do that? Oh, my Lord. Okay, wait. It's going to be stuck, dude. Oh. We're going to cut your hair. Oh, why did you do that? You're going to have no hair left. You're going to be bald, bud. You want to be bald?
Don't push.
Don't brush it. What do you mean? This is my life. I love you, Brett. Do you want to have snacks? And what do you want? Don't say chocolate, because you know it's not happening. I'm not gentle with her. I threaten her life every other day. I tell her she's not going to make it into C7. I tell her all the time, you're not going to make C7. And I used to, because it was funny, I used to be like, you want me to knock you out? And she'd be like, no, thank you. That's what she would say. You can't even scare her. Can't even put the fear of her. And then, but then it wasn't that funny when she's like, are you going to knock me out, Mom? And everyone's like, looking at me, and I'm like, yeah, if you want me to, right? But people were looking at me like, what's wrong with you? It was funny. It was a joke. But people take it the wrong way. Oh, she makes me upset. What do? I tell her she's making me upset. And tell her why. And then we try to meet in the middle. But if she's not behaving nicely or being very disrespectful or rude, because sometimes she gets frustrated and sometimes she hits me and stuff, I'll stand her ass in the corner. I turn her stuff off. Sometimes I have to stare at the wall and not even acknowledge her. Not even acknowledge that she's there because she's pushed too far. And it takes sometimes 10, 15 minutes of just absolutely putting my brain blank and ignoring her for her to understand that what she did, she stepped across the line. Also, when she's having a shitty attitude, that's what we talk about. Are you having a shitty attitude right now? Because I don't think what's happening is nice. And when she knows she's done, she'll come up and say, I'm done with my shitty attitude. She knows. Well, that's what being a parent is patience. How can you forgive yourself and be patient with yourself if you can't even with your kids? And I'm telling you, I wasn't always patient. I would be pissed off. I came from toxic as shit, okay? But when I'm yelling at her, being mad, or saying something, what are you, stupid? And I didn't know that was a bad thing for a long time. But I would say it and it would hurt my heart because it hurt me when that happened to me. So immediately I knew that can't be right. So I had to go out and learn and find different ways to deal with these things. So you have to understand that it's not always going to be perfect. It's not always going to be easy. But if you do or say something that doesn't feel good or feel nice to you, if it hurts your heart thinking you hurt them, then you probably did hurt them. So you need to find a better way. You need to apologize, and then you can't just apologize. We're working on that right now. So she'll tell me, I'm sorry, but it doesn't change. She doesn't do different. And I tell her, then that's not sorry. If you're sorry, you're going to actively try to make change. And then we talk about how she can do things differently. But if you can't just say, I'm sorry, and then do the same thing again and be like, oh, I'm sorry. And I know because I grew up in that. So it's just one of those things. Oh, this one's going to be cute. It's one of those things that, what do you want then? Don't yell at me. You have to tell me which one you want, or I'm not even going to bother helping you. What? Did you say Spider-Man? What did she say? She just ignores me and then wants an answer. Anyways, being a parent is not... I will never judge another parent on how they do things because you don't know. Like, I used to get to the point where I'd have to yell, and the 20 times I asked nicely, nobody heard it. But when I raised my voice, then I was the asshole, right? Well, what about the other 20 times I asked nicely? So you can't, I don't, unless you're actively, like if you're standing there, are you stupid talking to a kid like that? I'm going to look at the mom and be like, hey, take a breath. I don't think you need to say that. And I will check them, wherever they are, whoever you are. I'm going to do it nicely and respectfully. Stop.
I don't want that one.
Then which one do you want? I'm not going to keep helping you if this is the way you're going to talk to me, because you know how to use your big girl words, right?
I want the doggy.
You want the dog you want? See how easy that is? What happened to please? Please and thank you.
Please.
There we go. That's much better manners. Uh-oh, it froze again. Hold on. But yeah, it's not an easy thing. But it takes time and effort. And you can't heal yourself without time and effort. You can't do it with your child either. So I'm also that kid, though, if we're in the grocery store and that kid being rude to their mom, not treating their mom properly, I'll stand in line right behind them and be like, hey, what do you think you're doing? That's your mom. Be respectful. I won't be rude. I won't be mean, but I'll be like, I see you. And what happens when you do that and you speak out like that, okay, not only are you telling the mom, I see you, I feel you, you're not putting them in a bad position, but you're showing the kid, I see your behavior, because that child knows their behavior is bad. And if that child knows their behavior is bad and you're calling them on it, they're checking themselves and you're checking them nicely. Bumble numbs? Okay, I can do that. Please? Thank you. And it's important that we do that as adults, because there's a lot of moms, single dads too. So when I say moms, I don't just mean moms. So a lot of people struggling to maintain and figure life out and try to do the right thing with little to no help, and usually more coming against them than working with them. So in those moments, we could choose to be like, why are you letting your kid cry and talk all that shit? Or we could be like, hey, I see you, Mom. I've been there. I feel you. And I got you. Because sometimes it's just that one other person saying, I see your bad behavior. Even with husbands sometimes. They're being rude to their wives and you're like, hey, watch them check themselves quick.
Mommy, I don't see that. I don't cry.
Oh, it's a true thing. Hurt people hurt people. That's why it's a generational curse. It doesn't get better until you make it better. They said that to me, and it can go either way, right? You can be someone like me who will fight to the death to protect theirs, but you also got to understand, there's things that people don't understand are hurtful because they come from such toxic chaos. They don't even know that it's hurtful. So until you get to that point where you can recognize that that's not okay, that's not proper behavior, you can't change it. So that's why it's important to be open and check your emotions, check yourself. If something doesn't feel right to you, it probably isn't right. And if it hurts your feelings a long time ago, it's probably going to hurt someone else's, right? Which means it's probably not okay. It's not an easy journey, and it's something you have to work with no matter what you do, right? And the end of the day, it's recognizing where you're doing something that's not completely okay and trying to turn that into a learning experience and how to do better. And that's not just parenting, that's life. That is just life. How you hurt people because they don't even know that they're doing it. And some do, but most people don't. They're coming from that pain, that place of not understanding, and they're of trying to protect themselves. So in protecting yourself, if I hurt you or push you away, I'm protecting myself. Right. So you gotta take that out of the equation and say, okay, did they mean that? Were they trying to hurt me? No. Can I speak up for myself and say that hurt me and that didn't make me feel very good? And then allow them the opportunity to check themselves and say, okay, that makes sense and I can understand how that could hurt you. Now, why did I do that? And then they have the opportunity to fix that. And if you give them that opportunity, there becomes a communication space where change can actually happen. But if you go on the attack, as you did this to me, you, right? And you're not coming at it as it's us against the problem. The problem is this, because it could be your filter of pain, your filter of whatever you've experienced, right? And their filter. So if they're not meshing, but you're not willing to talk about it without attacking, you're never going to solve it, right? Everybody in my life did that, so it is what it is. You can't control what they did. You can heal from it. What are you doing? No. I'm almost done. I said 12:30.
I'm talking.
Okay, what do you want? You're not getting it up here. So use your words, because we're not doing the point and shoot. You need to use your words. Everybody hurts you to push you away because they don't know how, and you don't know how to be open and vulnerable. It's a process that we all work on, or you're open and vulnerable, and they think by hurting you, they're saving themselves, but usually they just break their own heart, because eventually you're going to protect yourself, right? You can't, it is what it is. You can't control other people, and the things that you can't control, you have to just let be with light and love. No bad intentions, and let it go. Grace, you have to use your big girl words, or I'm not going to help you.
For me?
No, I'm not find something. What is it that you want? See, you're already not focused. How do you want me to help you? Focus on the task at hand. What is it that you want? Look at me. Right here. What do you want?
It's not apples.
Okay, so don't tell me what it's not. Tell me what it is that you want.
It's something special.
Something special is still not telling me. You got to be a little more specific, bud.
It's special treat.
A special treat? What is the special treat? She wants chocolate chips, but she doesn't want to use the words. She thinks if she can sneak me into something special, or we just learn to live with it.
Yes, but it's not the...
I think we're always healing.
Mama,
Truly, I think it's never a non-stop thing. But when you're able to heal and release it, it's not chocolate chips, then what is it?
It's a special treat.
I don't think anybody ever heals completely. I think that's the journey, is to learn to enjoy and love the process, and learn to love and heal yourself and share that. I just think that when you get to that point of fully healing, you move on. Grace, last warning, dude. You're not going to get any treat. Focus on me right now. What is it that you're asking for? Don't focus on this. Look at me. Me. Right here. Hi. Use your words and tell me what you want.
Something with a bowl and...
Something with a boat?
No, a bowl.
A bowl? Okay. I don't want to play guessing games, so use your words. What?
Bowl.
Bowl and what?
A bird.
And a bowl?
No, this.
A bow? That's not a treat. And no, you're not having the bow on my tie. That's not for you.
No.
Sorry, I'm having
Take.
conversations with my child. We learn to, it's not learning to live with it. We acclimate, we adjust, we love ourselves, the good, the bad, and the ugly. That's why when I talk about the stuff that I talk about, and I come on here and tell my stories, not just tell my stories, give advice, do the things that I do.
No.
I've always, if you see my older posts, it always says the good, the bad, the ugly. I'm far from perfect. I'm never going to be perfect. Neither are you. Neither is anybody, right? That's the human experience. So nobody can ever be perfectly healed, just coming from that perspective alone. If you don't answer me, I'm not going to help you. I have to get her a snack. It might take us a minute to figure out what it is. I'll be right back. Okay, Miss Grace. What is it that you want? This one? Yes or no? Okay, well, what? These ones? Okay, well, I'm not going to do this guessing game, so Dude, those are split. That's all what this is. It's the same thing. Last chance, and when I walk away, then you get nothing. Well, that's what there is. Those are the options. So you take that or you get nothing. There is no showing me something, dude. It's this or nothing. Okay. When you figure it out, you come back and let me know. I'm not going to stand there and point. No. Take a breath. Okay, it's your last warning and you won't get anything. Okay, then that's not what you're getting. But you're not going to behave like that and think you're going to get something. So sit down and take a breath. And, well, then you get nothing. Take a breath and make your decision. This is why I don't usually let her stay home from school. But I know she's been going through some struggles. So I know I'm going to get the brunt of it no matter what. That's just what it is. That's called being a parent. See, she forgot already that she wanted a snack. She just wants to yell at me. Because we made an agreement for a time. And so what she does is say, well, we're almost there where you're not going to do it. And it's just pushing the boundaries. And every person on the planet will do that if you allow them to. Already forgot about it. Christian Tarot Reader 124. Hi, welcome. Thanks for following me. Appreciate it. Can I have one from my creativity oracle for this collective? Because we all know how much I love Grace. You have to think about your behavior. If you want me to help you and work with you, you have to treat me properly too. I was asked for a breakup, but he still tells mutuals we're a thing and that we're keeping it low key. Which means he's using you as a, what do you call that? A safe space. Basically by, that's the best way to say it, because I don't want to talk shit about somebody that I don't know. He's making himself look better by still staying associated to you, which means he recognizes that you are the better half of the equation. And not better as in you had the better qualities and things that doesn't mean that they can't be that. It just means that they need to heal their way into that. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to make fun, but it's if they're still trying to, if they separated from you, which means they threw you away, they didn't want nothing, the time with you, they didn't want to build with you, they said, nope, that's not what's happening. Doesn't matter how or why they did it, that's them to figure out, not you. But if they walk away and leave that space, and then instead of answering questions, which means they have to be accountable for what they did and why, which most people don't like to do. Not just them, just most people don't like to do that. But until you do that, it's never going to get better. But because they don't want to be accountable, that's why they're saying, no, we're still together. We're just keeping it low key. Then when they do that, it also is like you're being sneaky. So maybe something you're saying might not be truthful because if you guys are not together, right? So
Popcorn.
it's right there. It's on the table. Right there. That is the sweet one. Oh, you want the pink one up there? Is that what you're talking about? So, yeah, it's usually just boils down to somebody not wanting to take accountability. And there's always accountability on either side. Because no matter what happened to you, no matter what it is, at the end of the day, you allowed it to happen for so long, right? You allowed them to... You let that slippery slope slide until it came to a halt, right? Which is good because it came to a halt, which means something had to change. But you allowed down that slippery slope, which there is accountability there, which you must forgive yourself for as long as you're healing. But if they're actively trying to keep that chain cord attached, they're trying to pull from the stuff that you're doing without doing any of the work. And without accountability, there is no change. So that's the whole thing. Are you going to answer me or what?
I can't.
Do you see the struggle? You've been here. You see, this is just to get her a snack, and she still can't figure it out. So if he's ignoring you, you give the same energy. He's expecting you to do that. I have her wrapped around my finger. She's going to do whatever I want. So she's going to text and text and text and text, and then when I finally decide I need something, I'm going to message her, and then she's going to answer me because she needs it. So, pardon me? What did you just say to me?
I know what I want now.
No, that was a little bit better, but don't ever stomp your feet and demand me, because don't think it's going to get you anywhere. You don't make yourself available. You show exactly 12:21 on the clock. Don't mirror. Don't do it. Let go. Stop. Don't block them, because that's too much energy. You just stop. Don't text. Don't do nothing. You have to remember, the more you're available to them, the more they can mistreat you. And I learned that. I've been through some shit. I lost my job because of the things these people did to me. And I didn't do anything to deserve that at all. I showed up to my job every single day. Okay, I worked my ass off. Okay? When I tell you I lost my place, I was living because of this. I mean, the amount of chaos and loss and having to rebuild that I did from just one person, and I know it wasn't just that person. There's other people, they had helpers, but still, from that one person, because they couldn't be accountable, because they didn't want to do that, is a lot. You have to just stop giving that to anybody, period. None. Is that Anthony? Hi, Anthony. How are you? Okay, hurry up, Grace. Let's go. No more. You get this or nothing. Popcorn, or do you want this? Is this the one you're looking at? They're the same ones that are in there. Dude, I'm not doing this. It's the last warning. Stop pointing and tell me what it is. Why do you want peanut butter? These are peanut butter chocolate chips. Oh my god. Dude, you're not just getting peanut butter. You want apples with peanut butter? Well, you're not just getting peanut butter. It's not happening.
What?
You want peanut butter and bread? Why?
Because I want this.
Okay. Hold on.
And some chocolate.
And some chocolate?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, sorry guys. I'm taking you with me, I guess. Because she don't want a snack. She wants peanut butter and bread that she's never going to eat. But whatever.
And some
She wants a bit. And some chocolate. But why do you want the... Whatever, kid. She's my child. I love her
I'm going to
dearly.
get the pineapple first.
The bag... No, it's only bagels, bud. No more bread. Sorry, guys. I know, right? Just chilling, talking. Well, so here's the thing. When I come on here, I come and I pull my cards and I do what I do. And the reason I do that is because I'm meant to be a safe space, right? That's what I was put here to be. This is how this is. I got it already. Look. Way ahead of you, bud. Put it back. Put it back. Go put them back in the freezer. It's supposed to be a safe space. So, I'm here to answer questions and help people. I pull cards. I do readings. I do all of the things because that's what I'm good at. So my job is to share my knowledge, my extensive knowledge, because I've overcome some shit. But it's to share so I can help people. I'm not here to give you the answers. I'm here to hopefully help you see from more perspectives than just your own, and more perspectives when you feel like you're hurting, and understanding that even the people that hurt you have their own hurts. No, they're not your fault, nor is it your problem to fix, but when you can come from that empathetic point of view and understanding, it's a lot easier to understand how it hurt and how they could have done that, which makes it a lot easier to heal from. It's a lot easier to heal from something when you recognize that they probably didn't do it to hurt you. They, You know, they did it because they're hurting and they don't know how to process and deal. It's a struggle to know if what we're feeling is valid or not. It's never a struggle to know if it's valid. You know you. The only struggle it is to feel for yourself. How does it make you feel?
Mommy.
What?
Eating sugar.
You're eating sugar?
Not you.
I'm eating sugar. What? This is for you, Brett.
Yeah.
Yeah, so how am I eating the sugar? You're the one eating the sugar.
You're eating that sugar.
There's no more. This is it. We gotta get more Nutella, bud.
Tickle. This is chocolate.
It is chocolate. But you said you wanted no chocolate and then fought me to have Nutella. Like, what? This kid? Well, yeah, that's how you check in with yourself. It's called periodic check-ins, and journaling helps with that a lot too. I struggle with journaling, although I am writing a book right now. And the reason I struggled with journaling is because I had a lot of people that took advantage of the things that I wrote and used it against me. Didn't care. They got into my privacy, right? They had no right into it, and then used it against me. And that's a hard thing to overcome. Then I just learned that that wasn't a me thing, that was a them thing. My phone was ringing, sorry. But you learn to get past that and not give a shit anymore. And now I live alone with my child, so nobody gets anywhere near my shit anymore. Here. Chocolate face. I love you, Brett. So yeah, it is what it is. It's the struggle, and that's what we do. Healing is not cute at all. It is messy and gross, and nobody likes it. I want to see who called, because it is what it is. If it's important, it would be nice, but usually it's not. I get 100 spam calls a day. 832, I don't even know what that is. Likely spam. Go figure. That's what happens. So I get 100 spam calls a day. 43 years. I'll be 44 in August. I was 38 for 2 years. I'm actually going to be 44, but for whatever reason, I thought I was 38 for 2 years. So I always have to double check my age. It's kind of funny, but it takes a lot, and I'm not anywhere near perfect. I'm far from it, and I get angry, I get upset. But I've also learned that when I feel that anger and that, like, well, first of all, I get that, what do you call that? Like that opposition. Like somebody says something and you're so defiant that you're like, fuck you, I'm going to do the opposite. That's a survival mode. That's a protection. That's a trauma. It's from trauma. So, but when that comes, I know that. So I can just step back and go, whoa, wait a minute. You're triggering the shit out of me. Probably not your fault, but I need to check in. I need to know why. And I'm very self-aware. Which is why when things do happen to me, they happen to me, and I'm like, you can't blame me for something when I'm telling you what it is, and then if I'm asking you what I did wrong and you can't answer me, I'm self-aware. So if you tell me I'm doing something wrong, I'm going to check in for sure, right? So that's what's really important. And, well, yeah, 43 years, so this is in the middle of struggle when stuff, I've lost everything. The last 3 years, last 5 years, I have lost everything 1, 2, 3, 4 times. I got this place. I'm in an Airbnb currently. I'm not even in a place. I'm waiting for, I'm waiting to build enough money to get my own rental place. Pardon me?
I want more water, please.
There you go. Hold on one sec. You know, I'm currently building and in the midst of losing everything, trying to build a business. Lost that. $30,000 worth of stuff the last time. Rebuilding with less than nothing and investing in myself because I know what I'm worth. Still waiting for other people to catch up to that, but it is what it is, right? And I walk by faith. So, yeah, you saw that, right? That's what I'm saying. We have these conversations. She knows. Kids know when they're pushing their shit. They know when they're going too far, just like we do. When you check them, you give them the opportunity to change, just like us. That's why we check ourselves, being accountable. Okay, little miss. Some water for my sweet, sweet, sweet little brat. Yeah?
Because I'm sweet.
Because you're sweet. When you don't have the shitty attitude.
And but see me?
What?
I'm not the sweetest with the baby.
You are the sweetest little baby.
But
My big baby.
this one?
Yeah, the sweetest one. I love you. She's funny. But yeah. Anyways, that is our thing. I was looking for the other one. I get sidetracked a lot, so sometimes that's what happens. Sometimes
Mom.
if I come to give a message and she's not here, I'm a little more focused directly on a message. But sometimes I just have to be that safe space.
Mama, what can you do for when you lose your tooth?
You put it under your pillow. Are you going to lose another tooth?
No.
Okay, then don't worry about it. Why are you putting it under your pillow?
Doesn't count when you put it under your pillow.
The tooth fairy. Welcome, Faithy.
Oh, the tooth.
Yeah. Okay, give me one more affirmation, because this is the thing that I promote the most. And
What does the tooth fairy do?
she steals your teeth. I'm just kidding. She takes your teeth and leaves a treat. Or, money.
You and some toys too.
And no toys. You get one or the other, not both. What do you think this is? Compromise, bud. Alright, so we got another affirmation. It's, I am a light worker in disguise. I don't have to talk about it. I can just be about it. You don't have to... These are affirmations, and I live on these. I'll pull these just for myself every day. Even if I don't come on here. I just will pull that, and I pull my angel numbers. Because it's inspirational. And it's something where when all of the things are falling apart around you... things that you have no control over, or hurry up and wait, and while you're waiting for everyone else to make their decision that you have no say or anything to... 3:33 a.m. Where the hell are you? Because you got to be across the world, far across the world. Where? Oh, Philippines, you said, eh? Maybe. I'm sorry, my brain. It's called trauma brain. Malaysia, nice, very cool. That's far, yeah. Maybe you need some sleep. 333 though, that's that self-expression, that's balance, harmony. Check out angel number 333 because and it's 1, 2, 3, 4 on the clock, which is divine timing, which is very cool. And it's about progression, and it's about small steps, baby steps. So no matter what you do, no matter how things play out for you, as long as you show up for yourself, you're gonna win, right? It may not be the way you expected, and it may show up one day and this path is like, I was going this way, minding my own business, and bam, this showed up, and now I'm way over here, right? And that is God saying, okay, you're done doing what you needed over here. You helped, you did what you were supposed to, and you've been obedient. Now I need you over here. And that's what's going to happen. And it's going to be to your benefit. Or to your lesson, depending on where you at in your journey. But if you've been obedient and you've been learning the lessons and you've been really doing the work, God's gonna benefit you. He's gonna do those things that make your life great and give you those opportunities. And if you're open to listening to them and seeing them, you're going to win, right? You have to be not afraid to take that leap. You have to trust that God's not putting an opportunity or a lesson in front of you if it's not going to be for your highest, best good. And that was a hard one to learn when you come from a lot of trauma that was not your fault, a lot of trauma that you had no control over, and trauma from people that in your life were the people you're supposed to trust the most, and were supposed to care for you. That's a lot, right? And then, so where did that come from, right? Whether you think about that, and what did you learn when you were able to overcome? What did you learn that you don't want and you don't want to do to people? Like, you can't experience the best of the best if you don't experience the worst. You have to, there has to be that duality so you can understand, you can enjoy greatness if you haven't understood the gutter, right? You haven't been down under the mud trying to claw your way out. While you were under the mud, you were just growing. You might have been blind, and you might have been struggling, and you might have not understood how any of this was going to play out for you. But at the end of the day, you were in that mud, and you were growing, and you were getting stronger, and you were owning your skills, and you were learning all of those things that matter to you, like that truly matter. So that means when you know that about yourself, you can't be swayed. I don't care if you come at me with $10 million and I'm almost homeless and tell me you're going to go hurt this person for this money. I'm going to tell you to go fuck yourself, right? Because that's, I don't care. I'd rather be homeless and on the street than rise up, stepping on somebody else, hurting somebody else on the way out. And I don't even care if they did me wrong. That's not my job to judge. It's God's job. God will handle it. The universe will make sure they learn their lesson one way or the other. Do I want to be the reason? No. And I may be the reason. They may get karma for something they did to me, but I didn't ask them to get karma. It's hard. It is hard. But resentment is fear. Resentment is anger. Resentment is jealousy and envy. It's just another word for comparison. Okay, why do they have it so easy and I have it so rough? Right? Well, why do you have it so rough? Because you're seeing it as rough. Why am I learning the lessons? I see they have it easy now, but oh, I see the path they're taking is not good. It's not going to end up good because you know you've been down that path. But right now they got it easy and they're chilling. And you're struggling and you got it hard and you can't figure it out and you want to compare. You got it hard now because you're learning the lessons that you need to learn. So when the good comes, it stays. You're not going to throw it away. You're not going to disrespect it. You're not going to not give a shit about it. You're going to be like, damn, I worked hard for that. I worked so hard. So now that I have it, now that I've acquired it through hard work and diligence and commitment to myself, to God, to everything that I believe in, it's going to stay and you're going to build from that. But if you got the easy path, that resentment, oh, right now, yeah, they look so easy, they got it good, yeah, they're laughing at me because they have all these fine cars and I'm losing my shit and all this, and everybody's laughing at me, and I'm telling you, lots of people did that to me. We will get a new car and we'll get a new house soon. Well, Mama's working on it. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. But we have to, you can't get to that point. And when it's resentment, it's just comparison. And you need to understand that where you are at in your journey is not where they're at. And that doesn't make you better or worse. Doesn't. Ever, ever, ever. It just makes you on your journey. And if they've come across your path, there's something to learn from it. And it might just be, why do I feel resentment? Why am I upset with this person? Why does what they do or what they're doing trigger me? What is it triggering in me? Why is that upsetting me? Is it trauma? Is it something? Is it jealousy? Is it this? Why am I jealous? What? Like, it's just about asking yourself questions, because that's where the lesson is. And when you learn what that lesson is, I don't care if you did me wrong 1,000 times. Okay, if you are learning your lesson and you're doing good and you get a win and you're winning and something's good for you, I don't care if I'm in the mud and I got nothing left. I'm still going to cheer you on and I'm going to celebrate you. Why? Because I know for you to get there, you had to go through something and you had to earn it. It doesn't matter what you did to me. It doesn't matter this. if you're healing from it and you're doing good, then you moving forward and getting something good for you means God saw something in you, saw you doing something that made it so you deserve to have a win. And when you deserve to have a win, you're going to get it. Okay, sometimes there's people like me who kind of get hid in the mud and have to work and fight and work and fight and work and fight. Another spam call? I don't know this one. Hold on one sec. Hello? Oh, why would UPS be calling for me? Yes. Hold on just a minute. Can you call me back in 2 hours? What is it? What is this for? Okay. No, can you call in 2 hours? Or later today or tomorrow morning? Sorry, I'm in the middle of a meeting. Okay, thank you. Bye. Help me with? I thought you were calling me. No. You said, I just said okay, and then you just didn't hang up. That's why I was confused. If you can call me back either in a couple hours or tomorrow would be perfect. It's just, thank you. Okay. Okay, thank you. Bye. Wow. Sometimes you have to just smile and nod. That was the weirdest spam call I ever had. That's supposed to be an appointment, and then they asked me if there was anything else they could help me with. I'm sorry. I have to laugh. Now I don't even care. I get so many spam calls in a day. It's disgusting. I actually have probably 300 blocked numbers on my phone. At least 300 now. From random calls that are all spam. The spammers are no joke anymore. So I stopped dealing. I just, I'll listen in case it's important, but usually it's not. So, but I give them the opportunity to be decent, and if not, then I have kids that are in the U.S. that I would like to be able to find me, and I haven't changed my number because at the end of the day, when they're ready, they'll know where to find me. It's there. It doesn't change. And I take all the shit that I take to be that open line for them when they're ready. It just is what it is. You have to sacrifice for the things you love. And that's all. So this one says, I can forgive people quickly, release my resentment, and set myself free. Which is funny because you were just talking about resentment. So use this affirmation. It's a good one, and it will help you because you're actively telling the universe that you don't want to be in that feeling anymore, and you are actively trying to change it. So I can forgive people quickly, release my resentment, and set myself free. That was the perfect one, and I love that. That's what happens too when something needs to be talked about or confirmed. Why I spend my time on here like this. Spirit will always confirm what I'm talking about or what I'm trying to explain. And they do that because with all of the confusion with religion and spirituality, no disrespect to any one of them, the Bible is man-written, okay? Any of the spiritual texts are written by man. Tarot cards, any divinatory was man-made, okay? So in anything man-made, there could be flaws, right? Because none of us are perfect. Everything is imperfect. Now, anything, I don't care what you do on the planet. Hi, Judy? Die? Oh, Lord, I don't want to butcher your name. I'm so sorry. I don't answer questions about people's love lives because I don't butt into the other person's. If you want a personal, I can do that for you. But I'm not. If they're in your energy, it will come up. You'll know who that person is. But I don't ask questions or peek into somebody else's energy. Respectfully, it's just I'm not gonna play with the universe like that. It's like me peeking into your curtains. Nobody would like that. So respectfully, I don't do that. No, it's all good. I'm just letting you know. If we do a personal reading for you and they're in your energy and I tell you about the energy that's in your energy, you're going to know who that is. I'm not going to know who that is. I'm not going to know it's your husband or whoever, right? It's a big difference. And it's a respect thing. And I wouldn't just peek into your energy without you asking me to, right? It's just a respect thing. And I think more people should do that. If they did, there'd be a lot less confusion, I think. Sorry, I gotta plug my phone in. This phone. This is the old phone that's half dead, but it works better than the new one, so whatever. I release my need to be right. I'm defenseless and at peace. I would so much rather be at peace than care if I'm right or wrong. Because really, truly, who is right or wrong? From my perspective, and there's your side, my side, and then the truth, right? It's just is what it is. It's never going to be, nobody's perfect. There is no perfection. That's why when it comes to religion, culture, race, any of those things, sexuality, there's no judgment. You can't look at somebody and be like, what you believe isn't what I believe, so I don't like you. Like, what? And maybe I like some of what you believe, and maybe I don't agree with everything, and maybe you don't agree with everything, but yes, that's what I was saying. So if it was like, you'd have to look, because I don't know how the numbers work on here, but whatever one would cost close to $10 or $11. I think there's like a 2,500 one or something. I don't know how many coins. I really got to figure that out. But if you send those, then that would be considered payment, I guess. It's the only other way, and I don't know how. I don't know the numbers for it, so. But also, I want to help you. Do you know what the question is that you like, what is the main question that you're asking? Because regardless whether you can pay me or not, I really, if I can be helpful in a way that's going to benefit you moving forward, then God will send it back to me. I know that. It will be in my benefit one way or the other. So, if you can, great. If you can't, ask your question, and I'll do my best to answer it for you. Was that your... Oh, it was your drink.
No, it wasn't me.
It wasn't you? Sure.
Oh,
I like these ones too.
I like Valentine's Day.
You like Valentine's Day?
It's Valentine's
Oh, it's Bumblenum's Valentine's Day. That makes so much sense. I'm like, what are you talking about?
We can make our own Valentine's Day.
We did, remember? We made all those presents for your kids in class.
And they gave me more.
Mm-hmm. Three arbouche? Sorry if I butchered your name. Welcome. This one I like too.
Yeah.
Ooh. Is it good, bud? All right.
Just follow them.
Grounding, yeah.
Follow them.
Grounding, joy. And Pisces. Pisces. Who's a Pisces? I don't think I know any Pisces. One? What do we need to look into? Did you drink it all already? Sorry, I have my daughters here with me. So sometimes she lets me get stuff done, other times she doesn't. Not this one right now. Last one. Okay. There is only light. Well, that's not true. We're bringing light to the dark, and there isn't only light. That's partially true, but nothing has gone wrong. Yeah, only light intention. That means only good intention, which is good. We're all light beings. Remembrance and divine animals. Yes, your pets. And soulmating. I love that. When you find your tribe and your community, that's when you know you met your soulmates.
And love you, pets.
And love your pets. Always love your pets.
It makes them happy.
It does make them happy. You're correct. You are absolutely correct. I want to do this.
Mama, why do we love our pets all the time? Okay.
Well, why? What do you mean? Why do you love your pets?
Because it's
Guided meditations. Yeah, I had a feeling.
And wow.
What?
This is Valentine's. It's the way. It's the way Valentine's Day.
Yeah.
It's the day that.
Got it.
Mama, this is.
Oh, that's sweet. Thank you.
Day is my favorite.
So, and the first thing that came up is God loves people that give freely. Sow your seeds without expectation. That's what I do when I show up here. And there's a couple. What, baby?
Valentine's Day is my favorite holiday.
Dance like no one's watching.
Valentine's Day.
Okay, do you know what your question is?
Valentine's Day is my favorite holiday.
It's your favorite holiday. Pay attention to the birds when they squawk or fly.
Oh, well, I love you.
When they squawk or fly close, they are speaking to you, especially around low vibrational demonic energy. So, welcome, Dawn. Okay, what is your reading what is your question? Just a general one? Sure. What do you want me to say your name is? I don't know how to... What is that? What is that picture of? I can't even see what it is. A mirror? Isa? Is that right how I'm saying it? Isa? Isa? Okay. These are... Valentine's Day bread? You want heart bread?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Can I have...
For Valentine's Day, me and my friends can get a piece.
Okay, hold on, baby. Give me 1 minute, okay?
Me and my friends will like it.
Are you listening to what I said? You have to watch your show and give me a couple of minutes, okay?
Then we can make it.
Not today.
Hmm?
Tomorrow, maybe. We'll talk about it. Not today.
Not into Valentine's Day.
Grace. 1. Remember what I said. High rate, longing for home, homesick for the stars. So, yeah, and you were kind of talking about that, having to release things and let it go. Which kind of says to me, like, you're struggling to find your place and you're not quite happy, but having to move forward means letting go, which is scary, very, very scary, and which it is, and scary. The one thing to do to face your fears is face them head on, because lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before. When I'm done with this one, you can, through my PayPal or my e-transfer, all the information's in my bio. It's 1111, and I can pull love, but I'm not, it's what's in your energy coming for you, right? So, and then, let me see which one this one is. Earth, yeah, Pulse of the Mother, slow down, time and nature. So have you been getting, Isa, have you been getting out in nature and kind of taking those moments for yourself? And also, if you're not, and you haven't been as much, understand that taking those moments, like, and it might sound cheesy, it might sound whatever, Take your sandals off. Put your feet in the dirt. Your feet in the grass. Plant them. Man, it will get rid of headaches. It will get rid of all kinds of pains in your body because you're feeding that back into the earth and you're allowing that magnetic pull and you're allowing that connection with the earth, and it releases so much tension from your body and anxiety. So if you're just feeling stressed, go put your feet in the water. Go put your feet in the grass. Those things, instant grounding, instant feel better. And then that allows you to release those things from your brain and focus on something moving forward. So what it's telling me is that you're missing things you're afraid to let go, and you're trying to figure out kind of how to move forward and what to do. And we kind of all get stuck in that, what to do next, right? So what can we have for like an action step? Get grounded. That's so funny. Like literally I was just talking about that, right? Empaths, highly sensitive. I had a feeling that you might be. And then connect with nature. So a lot of times when you feel chaotic or unsure, it's not even your emotion. It's not what's going on with you. It's you're feeling all the other energies. You're feeling maybe your mom who's not feeling great or stressed or worried about this. Somebody that you don't know so well, but you're walking by them and they're thinking all kinds of crazy shit, but you're taking that on. You can feel it. It just means that you're an empath. And welcome, Fragile Heart. It just means that you have to learn how to sort what's yours and what's not yours. And really the only way to do that is to find that center, and you have to get grounded. And a lot of times when you literally put your feet in the earth and release that, you're saying, and speak it. Don't be afraid to speak it into existence and say, help me transmute and let me release and pass through what energy is not mine so I may feel what's mine. Because once you understand what's yours and what's not yours, it's a lot easier to let go and let that go through and not hold on to it. Because when you hold on to it, that's when you have that pain in your body and your neck. I'm from Canada too. It's 11:11. If you look at my bio, the info is there. Welcome, Nikki. Oh. And then, and we got a yes. So, Isa, where'd you go? Are you still there? What were you thinking about just now? What question was your big question? Okay, what was your big question? You're the one that you didn't ask, but you probably wanted to ask, or something that's kind of been sitting on you, weighing on you, unsure how to step forward. Says just say yes. And I'm gonna read you that one because it's one of my favorites. It's so funny. It's one of my favorites, actually. I'm not gonna read the whole thing, but I'm gonna show you it because you're gonna laugh. What's crazy? Where are you? Okay. This is the meaning of the card. Can you read that? Oh, this camera's shitty.
Mama.
Yes. 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 Yes.
Mama, I love.
Don't overthink it. Just say yes. That's why. Sorry, I had to kind of yell because it's funny. Be happy. See, I'm sorry.
Smile.
Smile. That's right.
Be loving.
Be loving. That's right. So you can tell she's my kid, eh? We've been working on this for a long time.
Be brave.
Be brave. All right. So now we got soul family. See, I had a feeling you might be part of my soul tribe, my friend. Call in your tribe. You don't have to do it alone. Your people start finding you. You start happening on them. They fall into your lap. The people that are meant to help you build and grow and become better. And I had a feeling. I had a feeling. Okay, and let's see. I'm going to put this down. Dance with life. Do something to change your energy. That's right. Anytime you're feeling chaotic, don't give up. You hear her? That's my kid. And, you know, I never understood. Remember. I never understood.
Don't give up.
Because I was always anxious and I was going through so much shit trying to build and not give up and not traumatize my kid. Well, all this trauma is going on around me and hold it all together. Right, and that's my motto. We're superheroes, and superheroes never give up, right? And when you show up for yourself, they rescue people. We rescue ourselves, and in turn, we're rescuing other people. But when I got to her school, and because she struggles with the things she struggles with, they were telling me, and I was like, I don't know what else to do. Like, I'm trying, and they're like, you try harder than anybody, and it shows 101 on the clock. And I was like, what do you mean? And they're like, we know what kind of person you are because we hear it in your child when she comes in cheering other people on. Like, way to go, good for you, amazing, you know, you're doing great. I knew you could do it. And they're like, kids don't just say that for no reason. They hear that all the time. Right. So we know who you are. And I literally... I had a meltdown, like, because I didn't even know how to accept that kind of appreciation because I gave it. I never got it back, right?
You can do this.
So when you understand these things,
You can do this.
those people will start coming to you. People will see it. You can do this, and you are doing it. You're making a great mess, too. But take these things and understand from them that these gifts that are given to you, you might not see them and you might not understand them right away, but you'll get 10 steps down the road and then you'll be like, something's going to click and it's going to sit in your brain. It's going to be nagging at you. And then this other little sign is going to come and you're like, what? How does that? And that, holy shit, that was the answer to my question that I was asking in the first place. Because they're all there. But if you're not opening and you're so stuck in the chaos, you can't see the signs. You're being guided to your people. You're calling in your tribe, and it doesn't matter where they are. The great thing with like TikTok and YouTube and all these things is now these people that have been separated for so long that don't know how to connect with other people, they don't have this opportunity. Like, I couldn't go to Malaysia tomorrow if I wanted to, right? It's not something I'm surviving here. That doesn't mean that we can't work together and help and build things and create pathways that get us there. Build a bridge to all these people coming together. Hi, Corey. And that's what it's doing. These social media things are helping people build those bridges. And whatever you're doing, right now you're finding those people that can help you build it. And it might just be helping you energetically. It might just be helping you boost your confidence, giving you ideas how to build your business better or promote it out there better. But those people are starting to come into you, and that's something that you need to be really excited for. I send a prayer of love to all beings in need of a miracle. And I have a feeling that's kind of what well, if you resonate with me, that's kind of what I feel like your job is in the world. Your purpose is to share your story with others and use that to help build something. And we all have a story to tell, the good, the bad, the ugly. But you can't let the ugly shame you into shutting your mouth. Because if you do that you're hurting yourself and you're hurting all those other people that you could have helped. Don't let people, like, if you keep that shadow in that space that you don't talk about because you're scared of what people will think or whatever, you keep that dark corner for that bully to keep fucking with you. When you shine light on it, they don't like that. They either gotta leave or they gotta stand there in there and be accountable what they're doing. And when you force that position, the same how they forced you into the dark where they could beat your ass up and shame you and humiliate you and shut you up. When you force that light, now it's just turned back. So, and if you're not doing something wrong and if you're doing the right things, You have no fear of the light because it's not hurting you. You're not hurting anybody. That fucker's got to be accountable, though. Right? So, at the end of the day, that really matters. But it's saying, yes, yes, yes. That means move forward, be open, see the people that are coming to you, be aware of the people that are coming to you, and see how that can help you in your path, right? Can I have an angel number for Isa, please? 2?
Be loving.
Be loving. I love when she pipes in. She's my favorite person in the whole world.
Remember how to
Okay, so we got, and yours are very close to, okay. I'm going to do these in order because it's very clear. And also, Isa, I want you to understand that if you start seeing these numbers on a regular basis, on receipts, on your clock, license plates, addresses, things like that, you start noticing them and seeing them, that's your spirit team saying, we got you, we see you. And then you need to take a moment, think about what's going on around at that time, what you're thinking, and what's happening in your surroundings, because that may be an answer to some of the questions you have going on. So remember these 2 numbers and keep them in the back of your head. And when you start seeing them, just focus on what's going on around you in that moment, okay? You dumped it. What? What? I know you're sorry. Pick it up, baby. Okay, so...
Rescue Rocky.
No, we'll rescue your bagel from the floor.
No, rescue Rocky.
Okay, rescue Rocky after you rescue your bagel. Okay, so 1221, which is one of my favorite, which is also mirrored numbers, okay? And if you boil it down, okay, is the number 6, okay? Like when they say 666 is a bad number. It's not. Okay, it boils down to 9, which is natural endings, which is also number 3, which is spirituality, right? As above, so below. The Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Your highest self, your inner child, and then yourself, right? Like there's a million different versions, but it all comes down to finding your center, finding alignment, finding harmony and peace, okay? So, and then from that space, taking initiative, transformation, positivity, happiness, communication, messages, good news, self-expression, and high energy. Make the most of what you have, and it will lead you to new heights. Acknowledge your blessings and cherish your loved ones. Inspiration will guide you forward, helping you discover your path. Exciting news and positive developments are on the horizon. Okay, 1221, taking initiative. But wait, it's better because the second one, 0220. So mirrored numbers means that in itself is a message. That specific meaning in itself, when it's coming to mirrored numbers, it means that you reflect out, you get back what you put out. Okay, so if you're reflecting your inside and you're healing your insides, and no, we're not perfect, but if everything in your intentions are pure and everything you lead with is from a point of purity, good intentions, and wanting to help others, what's going to come back to you, mirrored back to you, is going to be exactly what you're putting out. So if you want good things to come back to you, okay, you're giving not for that expectation. You're giving because that's how you feel and that's your pure heart, and you're giving with love and intention. And if the intention is good, the things that come back to you are just being a mirror of what you've been putting out. So you're putting out good, it's coming back. And it might take a moment because you got to figure it out and you got to understand and be ready to notice and listen. But I promise you, what you have in here, going on in here, if it's good, if you're putting that out into the world, that good is coming back to you. So that is a message all in itself. But then 0220, okay? Act on your idea. So I don't know what your idea is. I don't even know what your question was. It was a general question. But you have an idea. You have something in the back here in your brain, or, you know, just tugging at you, something that you might want to do, something, an idea, an inspiration for work, for business, for whatever. You have something back there that maybe you just keep pushing back because you're not ready, you're nervous, you're scared. We had all those other cards, okay? But You remember that big yes. Yes, 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 yes. Take the initiative. Act on your idea. Thank you. Hi, Olivia. Welcome back. Okay. Act on the idea. And do it with a pure heart. Because if you put it out with a pure heart and good intention, what come back is that abundance with pure intention and so much love. Okay? So whatever that question is that you didn't directly answer because you said general, but we all know there's a question back there. The answer is yes. Take initiative and understand what you put out is coming back. Act on your idea. Practical goals. And be loving. Sorry, my chiming in there. Practical goals. Divine timing, which was 111 on the clock right now. Where is my other phone? Sorry for the 111. New beginnings. Like, I just can't even. This is a good message for you. You need to take this with the same excitement that I'm giving it to you, because this really is, whatever it is that you want to do, you better do it. Do it. Ambition, collaboration, discipline, progress, opportunity, and growth. Good fortune is on your side, and with wise judgment, you can achieve your goals. Now is the perfect time to reach new heights. Recognize this pattern and act on your potential. Your plans are about to flourish. You're on the brink of a spectacular ascent. Embrace the opportunities ahead. Okay, so your general reading, and I'm going to close it with I want to close it with one more thing here, because yes, with a gratitude card. And I'm going to do it because all of that goodness was yes, yes, yes. Don't be afraid. I understand you're afraid to step out. You're afraid to hold yourself back, and you don't want to be, there's a fear that comes along with that. Switch that shit up from fear to excitement, because you're excited to win, because you're going to win, right? And then take the initiative, okay? Taking the initiative. Do it with honesty, with integrity, and with excitement. And then you're going to act on that idea. And remember that the answer is already a yes, 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 yes. Okay? Now, can I have, to close this out, I want a gratitude card for Isa. Something just throws it at me. Okay, already. Okay. I love when Spirit confirms me. It actually makes me more excited, because it's like I'm saying the things and they're like, yeah, okay, I got you. You want me to confirm it? Here's your confirmation. Praise yourself for being able to praise, for waking up when you had every reason not to. Celebrate yourself. Show up for you. When you show up for you, you teach everybody else how to show up for you. Okay? And you teach the universe. You're telling them, I'm here. I'm ready. I want to learn. I want to do better. I want to grow. Show me how to do that. That allows you to see what's coming, so you can take the initiative and use that to boost yourself and in turn help others. Okay? Summon a dream you had that did not come to fruition. Okay? Something that you thought you were going to do. Something that, were worried about or didn't go that well. Maybe fell apart. Okay? There is a new opportunity gained with each one we let go. Yay! Only with darkness can we find our light. Take that loss. Take that thing that didn't work out great. But what good did you learn from that? What did you learn so you could do something better the next time? Okay? Take that. Use that knowledge that you've already learned through trial and error to use with the initiative. And understand that you're not going to have no hindrance, no hate in your heart. Hey, I'm smarter this time around. I'm going to step forward, do better. Don't give up. I'm going to be greater. I'm going to be happy and excited about it. Don't tear up. Be happy. This is good. Yes, 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 yes. Whatever it is, yes. Just say yes. Do it. Get excited and do it with a pure heart. And even if it doesn't go perfectly every single step, it's just saying, how bad do you want it? How bad do you want it? Are you doing, is there something you could do better? Is there a better way you could refocus? Maybe that's when you reach out to friends and say, you know, I'm struggling here because this isn't working. Maybe I'm missing something. Those people that are going to give you the answers you need, they're going to come. The universe will send them because God knows if you need it and you're ready to listen and learn, they're going to show you. I'm excited for you. I want to know what it is. Like, I actually cannot wait to see if it's a business idea, if it's anything helping. Let me know. I want to know what it is when it turns out well. Because not only am I excited for you, I want to cheer you on. I want to celebrate you when you're winning because you took that chance, that leap of faith. I am a good cheerleader, I promise you. That's my kid. She'll cheer you on. So... Yes. What was it? 1221 and 0220. Take action. These are the most important ones. I don't care about the rest of it. And get grounded. When things start feeling the chaos is a little out there or too much floating around, put your feet in that dirt. Go sit on the ground. Go lean up against a tree. Say, thank you, God, for this moment. Let me release all this other shit so I can focus on what I need. And I promise you, it's going to just go away. Just like the sand in an hourglass. It's going to go away. And you're going to come back feeling refreshed, centered, more grounded. And you're going to be able to see the path. You're going to be open to hearing it. And you're going to look up in the sky and there's a bird giving you your answer. There's an acorn falling from a tree right at the right time to, like... Whatever it is, it's going to be the sign exactly what you need. I promise. Divine timing is no joke. And you'll know exactly when it is. I've learned. I'm living proof of that. Like, I promise you. Welcome, Oko. Is it Oko? If I didn't say it properly, respectfully, I don't mean to butcher it. I hope that reading helped. And really, I hope... I'm excited. And I just like that... I'm really excited to see what happens and what you take from that and how that helps you because I promise you, what is going on? What are you doing, kid? You're caught? You're trying to clean up your room? Oh, I got excited. I thought that you were saying.
I said, I'm looking for the balloon.
Sorry, I had to figure out what was going on. I really hope it helped, and I'm really glad. Welcome, Chakra Hunt. I like that. Welcome. What about... Oh, you're blowing up a balloon? Is that what you're doing? You got to find your balloons. They're in your toy box. So you've been here this long, Isa. Does my kid sound sick to you today? Yeah. I think she played me. That's okay. She needed, she's like, I don't want school, but then when summer comes and she's got to be home with me for 2 months in a row with no extra time, she'd be like, I want to go back to school. The joy. Welcome, Mary. Okay, I'm putting these ones away because I've been on here like 20 minutes longer than I was supposed to be, but... I want to pull one creativity one too because can I have a creativity? Okay. Get over here, sucker. Pause. Accept that you must wait and prepare for developments to reach the next stage. So don't just yes, but think it through. Make sure that and there's the getting grounded. Look at that. That's what it's saying. Get grounded. Okay, perfect. Give me just 1 sec. Did you send it to PayPal or to speak English, Tiffany? Holy Hannah. Or to e-transfer? Sorry, I will get a notification. I don't know how. Hold on, give me 1 sec. Let me see. Do you know how you sent it? Well, don't pick that up, Grace. That's not nice. transfer. So that would be to... you just about banged your head, crazy. Sorry, I had to say that. No, that's not nice. Wait, nope. Rethink that very quickly. Nope. Nope, nope, nope. What is going on? I didn't get a notification. I just have to check. Sorry. Did it ask for, Oh, my ear's ringing big time. Hold on a minute. Yeah, I don't see anything just yet.
Mama,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
not. I'm definitely commercial.
I don't see anything yet. Give me a minute. I'm checking the... I have auto deposit, so it should automatically go. You shouldn't have to... Yeah, it's not showing, so you may have to send a reminder or... Hold on. Yeah, I don't... You might have to send a reminder, but if it's asking you to send a password, then it should be... you check the email, because I don't think that is correct. I don't see anything. And I'm checking. And it would come usually pretty quickly, so I would definitely double check that. Yeah, I don't see it. Give it a couple minutes, it might come through, but I would definitely check the email and make sure you have it down pat, or you didn't put a dot in or something. Where am I? There it is. Oh, that's why my ear's ringing. That's kind of what I... Welcome, Dr. Babaton? Babaton? Sorry if I mispronounced. 1, 2, 3 on the clock. Yeah.
Mama,
Pick that up, please, Grace. Don't leave a mess.
I don't have any balloons.
What?
There's no balloons.
No what?
No balloons.
No balloons? They're in your toy box. Why are you behaving like that? Pick your mess up.
No,
Welcome, Libby.
not that. No.
To reverse. Yeah, I kind of had a feeling. Grace, look at me right now. Look at me. Focus over here. Mama, look at me with your eyeballs. Yeah. Focus on that task at hand, and then we can move forward and figure out the rest. If you don't clean that mess, we don't get anything.
I can't find my feet. I don't. My feet are not in my...
Welcome, Libby. Sorry,
My feet are not in there.
don't stop whining about that. Focus on that task. And why is my deck upside down? That makes sense. I was like, it can't be backwards. Sorry, my daughter's homesick today, and then thinks because she's homesick she can just trash the place, and I'm not gonna make her do it. 7 of Pentacles, yeah, putting in the work, and that makes sense. I checked again. Are you still here, Dawn? I looked. I don't see it. So I would definitely check your thing. or cancel it if you're. I figured that I typed your email wrong. Yeah, it should say auto deposit, and then it will say Tiffany Larrabee. I think it will just say Tiffany Larrabee has auto deposit, so you'll know it's going to the right place. Why are you saying sorry? You can eat them. Because usually as soon as you'll get an email too. So like when it deposits into my account, it will send me an email notifying me that I received it, but then it will also send you an email that says your funds have been deposited into my account. So then you have a confirmation for yourself also. That's why I like e-transfer, because you know for sure that you got it, that they got it, and you know for sure that I received it. You know what I mean? Anyways, while we're figuring it out, I want to pull. As soon as I set it down, I getting 1,000 different notifications. So crazy. Okay. Come on. Enlightenment. That's what we're all doing right now. Enlightenment. And if you're ever questioned if something doesn't feel right, just cancel the e-transfer. That's it. Because on auto deposit, it doesn't allow you to do that. But I'm also that person where if you're like, no, I messed up, I shouldn't have sent it, I'm not going to keep your money. That's not, I'm very respectful like that. But auto deposit protects you and me because you both get confirmation. Enlightenment. 43. That's my age, too. Maybe that's the age of enlightenment. Kind of. I'm joking, but it's funny. We're all getting enlightened today, and it's good. Because we're learning things, you're learning things, I'm learning things, and we're all full of joy. I like these ones. They're simple, and where's the other one I want? Cosmic Dancer. And I like the Moonology one. I had a lot of fun time with you. I think it's probably like 4 o'clock, 4:30 almost. 4:30? Yeah, probably about that, eh? I hope it helped, and I'm going to try to come on at least a couple times a week. I'd be a little more focused, I think, when my daughter's in school. It's a little harder, but we got to get used to it because summer's coming, so it's learning to find the calm in the chaos, but I appreciate you, and I really hope it helped, and I want to hear when you're winning from the celebrations you got from saying yes and doing the right thing. Have a good sleep, sweet dreams. Just don't overthink it. Yes, yes, yes. Have a good night.
Mommy, it's my turn. Mama, it's my turn.
Your turn to hug your cat?
No, to tell them to do with the pet.
Well, you can say okay and love your pet.
Well,
Perfect. Nothing I love more than seeing people taking that step out and getting
Mama,
the win that they deserve.
I need my bag.
No, you don't. You need to pick up your socks and pick up both your water bottles. Why? Not just one, both. What's going on over here? What is going on? It's out of control. Oh, my ear is ringing hard. Improvise. Be ecstatic. Oh, this is the dance one. I forgot. And honestly, assess. Yes. Oh, what's with the ringing, spirit? What's up? Which one? Okay, hold on. Okay. This one of my other ones that I just made. It's one of the first ones that I wrote out. It's empty, but 7th chakra. So your crown. Focus on your crown. Maybe it's saying to cover your head because you said you're going to bed. 7th chakra. What do you want? Open? Okay. Self-love too. That was, I can't, self-love. And then it says give it to God. So don't focus or try to force it. Do what you can. Whenever you've done the legwork, you let go of the rest. And you got to trust and give it to God. And I know I'm in that position on a regular basis. Let me see. Updates. Okay. And then, do you know? Yep, I got it. See, did you get your notification? See how? Sorry. I don't want to. But it says the notification, and then yours will say that it was deposited. So it's confirmation for you, right? Do you know what the question is that you want my answer to, or what you need help with? Just a general love? Is there, if I could ask the right question, that would be helpful. Okay, so for love. Is it a general moving forward, kind of what you're trying to be open to, or do you have a specific person that you're kind of, not that I'm getting into their energy, I'm just, well, just let me see what it says first. I'm just gonna see. For Dawn, do we have, she would like a love reading, and we would like to give some advice. Outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events over in your head. So you're kind of stuck on some old thoughts, I see, which just might need a new perspective. I've been talking to a couple guys, but I've been seeing one of them. So you're keeping your options open. So I don't know if you're here when I was talking about what you put out. You're going to reflect back in. Now, if you're single and they haven't put a ring on it, I get it. You're allowed to learn and stuff. But the one that you're seeing, if they did that to you, how would you feel? Right? So, and I'm not saying there's no judgment on any of those things. What I'm saying is you have to look, because when it's saying outdated thinking, conditioning, replaying events. So if what you're doing, if they were doing it to you, would hurt you, then that's what maybe it's asking you to think about, how you feel or how you would feel. And then maybe that means it's time that you have to make a decision. Are you going to be more centered and put the commitment, or are you still looking to play the field? And then if you are, then maybe you need to release them until you figure your stuff out. So that's just one perspective, and that was only the first card. So sit up. Well, you're going to drop your jug there, right there. Don't do that. I have to focus for a moment there, my child. Okay. Yeah. So you are focused on, oh, I hate that one, twin flames. But I don't hate that one. It's just because when we get stuck on the name, the twin flame, the other part of our soul, all of those things, we get stuck on the ticket. We get stuck on the name of the situation, and then we put up with or put other people through way more things than we should, or we should ever allow, because we're stuck on the label, right? So if you took away that label from a lot of things, would you allow somebody to treat you that way? Would you treat somebody that way if you didn't know that they were going to always come back to you? Because that's the thought process. Well, I already have them wrapped around my finger, so I know they're going to come back to me, so I can treat them however I feel. Grace, don't do that. Right? So you have to look at your thought process and understand that if these are the things that you're thinking and doing with your actions, that's exactly what's going to come back to you, because that's where the mirror comes in, right? Now, which, if you're still speaking to other people, where is your loyalty kind of leaning, right? Like, how are you feeling? The one that you're seeing, is it just that you have your own struggles? If you have your own fear, your own intimidation, your own worry about giving all your heart to them or whatever, so you're trying to push them away. If that's the case, you're going to push yourself into a corner, and you might not get a second chance, right? And that's kind of what I was getting a feeling. Like, that's what you're doing. You don't want to sink it all into the one, right? Because you're afraid that if they let you go, you're going to be shattered, right? That's kind of what I feel like is going on. But if you're, once you cause that damage, you're going to have to pay karma for that. Like, that's how that will go, right? And because you're doing it from a place where you think you're protecting yourself. So I can understand. There's no judgment, by the way. I don't want you to ever think for 1 second what I'm saying is a form of judgment. I'm saying it so that you can understand both sides of the coin, right? Because there's polarity and duality, and there's a spectrum, right? And there's no good and evil. It just is. But to understand the polarity, you have to understand the good and the bad, right? So when you're doing something out of protection for yourself, but hurting somebody else to do it, you're creating karma that you're going to have to pay, right? And when that damage is done, you've broken the trust and all those other things. To rebuild from that point is a very, very hard thing to come back from. And so you're going to hinder yourself so much farther than you ever would. So, and this is a decision you have to make, right? So if you're serious about love and you really want love, and the person that you're thinking about or that you're with is the person that you love, you really need to stop and think, because there are some bells that once they're rung, you can't unring them. Twin flame, mirror, other half or not, right? Because what you do hurts that person. Their lesson was to learn from you how to love themselves and understand that they shouldn't take that. And I know I've been through the journey, still going through it, but those lessons are hard to learn. They're hard to accept. And the amount of pain that you have to put somebody through to learn that for yourself and to teach them can take decades of recovering, okay? It can take so much time. Do you want to do that to yourself? Do you want to do that to the person that you care about? And if you're not ready, be honest. Give them the opportunity. Tell them what you want or don't want, or what you're scared of, because maybe they're scared of the same thing too. It's another thing with the mirror. You could be feeling exactly what they're feeling. You're projecting out on each other. Because it says, looking at your photos, missing you, nostalgia, and making new memories. So what that's saying to me is that you have the one that you're focused on, the one that you care about. I don't know which one it is, but that's the one that the question is about, the true question. So the decision remains, right? To me, the way I look at it, it remains up to you and what you want out of it. And you're going to only get out of it what you put in. So you have to make the decisions. Oh, I'm getting the puzzle thing. Hold on. And then I want to do... Okay, so this is going to be... I'm not getting into their energy as in which one or whatever. So the person that you're thinking about the most, okay, the one that you're leaning towards or questioning about, what would they say to you, or what would you say to that person? I want to tell you how I feel, which I have a feeling this is you saying that to them. But you don't want to tell them, and instead you want to push them away, which is going to... I promise you, if it's that, it's going to hurt you more in the end than anything. Yes, you're going to hurt them, but God will help them heal. And the pain that you're going to have to try to recover from that is going to hurt you so much worse. And I can't force you to do, say, or think anything, but that's how the universe works, right? So, and if you break someone's heart that's just only ever tried to love you and boost you and build you up, you're going to have to pay for that. Like, you might not pay today, you may not pay tomorrow, but there will come a time and you'll know exactly what it is. It's not a thing out of fear. It just is. It just is. That's balance. That's the universe. That's the wheel, the karmic wheel. What goes up must come down. What goes down must come up. It's just cycles. So if you love this person, or if you care deeply and you really think they might be the one, maybe it's time to have a couple conversations with yourself first to decide whether you want to commit or not, and save all the mess. Save all the mess. Because, look, I'm grateful for the spiritual lesson. So, and then I lost myself for a little while, and I think that's kind of where you might be at. You know, you already know that what you've done might have caused pain to yourself, because obviously if you're hurting them and you truly do love them, you know you're hurting yourself and you feel it. It doesn't matter whether you agree or not, you feel that shit, so you know. But how much more are you a long sufferer? Are you gonna just keep staying there because you don't want to step out and be vulnerable? I know, I did it. I was vulnerable and then I got traumatized over and over and over. I know how shitty it can be. Okay, 141 on the clock. But I also know the truth. I know the truth of the truth of the truth. And the difference was I was willing to admit it. They weren't. And that's fine. And you can't force somebody to admit the truth. Which is why I'm saying to you, from your perspective, because you're possibly seeing other people, you would be the one not doing the right thing, right? And if you're questioning it, that means you're questioning how you feel about it, which means you want to do the right thing. So what you have to decide for yourself is what you believe the right thing is. And if you believe that person is worth trying and making that effort for, then you need to take that moment and focus and then say, hey, like, I think we need to have a conversation. Are we going to be one-on-one? Is this what we're heading towards? And it's about getting uncomfortable. You're not going to get the answer. And then you have to be prepared for the answer either way, because the thing about being vulnerable is you have to trust in what you feel. And there'll always be flags and there'll always be signs. So if they're not treating you right, if they're calling you, then not answering, or playing some phone tag game and all these things, they're telling you without telling you they're not ready either, right? Or they're mirroring back to you your behavior so you can see how you're making them feel. But you're not going to know that answer without those conversations. Okay, let me have this one. Is there any advice for Dawn on her love? Good influence. And don't give up. So that means you are looking for the answer, and that means that you're trying. And loyalty. Okay, and strength. So you're searching for the answer, and you could be just wavering because you're unsure, right? And is there toxic habits? Toxic habits got to go. So, and that could be anything from a mindset to behaviors, like looking to see if there's something, if the grass is greener, right? That's not a healthy habit. Smoking, drinking, drugs, any of those things. There's no one thing, right? But check all of these. Check and see if things don't seem right or feel right, how to change them. And then you have to give yourself a little bit of tough love, right? Which is kind of what I'm doing right now. I don't know the situation, and I don't know your person. I only know from the information that you gave me and the questions that you asked, right? So I'm just trying to tell you that that's a question you have to ask yourself. But if you feel, the fact that you're asking about this to me says to me 144 on the clock. Perfect. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, I got it again. I want to tell you how I feel. And that's not even the same deck. So I think you know what you have to do, right? I think if what you're feeling, and I know you're questioning it and you're trying to push stuff away, because being vulnerable sucks. It's hard, I know, and there's no easy way to do it. You have to lay it out there and take a chance. And only you know if you can, because you're the one who knows how that person treats you and makes you feel. And if they're on the right and they're on the up and up and doing the right things, then taking that chance is definitely going to be beneficial to you. But if you continue trying to find greener grass everywhere else, you might just lose the one thing that is your gift from God. Literally, when God sends you a person that's trying to lift you up and boost you and do all of those things for you, and you're not treating them the best, but you're getting a warning and a sign and a this and a that, that's God saying, like, hey, I gave you this chance. This was your opportunity to step up, to see what you needed to learn, to heal and do better. Or you throw it away, you're not going to get a second chance, right? Until you do a lot of healing. And it's a lot of cycles, and it can be a long time. So that's your question that you have to ask. I want to do the karma one, and then I want to give you... Sorry. I have a pile of stuff going on today, so... And I don't want you to think anyway that I'm trying to judge you or anything. I understand fear. I understand any of those things. But it's for you, right? Like, you have to know what it right away, eh, Spirit? Uranus. And it says, stir up the situation by using the secrets of Scorpio. So death, transformation. That's what I think you're doing. Grace, what are you doing? I'm judging my child, though. Get your foot out of there. One. Don't do that. Go clean it now. You're going to chocolate. Oh, my God. She got into... You want a kid? You want that? I'm sorry. That's funny. But... those questions, that's the one you have to sit with yourself with. But I want to know what an outcome or no, it says I feel you. Yeah, I don't want any more. I got 2. That's enough. Sorry, I had to laugh. Oh, we got the 9th house. Why is my brain failing me? That's partnership. 7 is partnerships, but sorry, my brain's failing me right now. No. As if it or they came from all theirs. Grace. So, you're going to have a bath in a minute. Oh, my God.
What is too cold?
Okay, well, you need to wait till I'm done. And then, yeah, if it's something that you feel is worth putting in the effort, and you're asking the question, so I feel like you do. Take the chance, be vulnerable. Oh, I want one of these for you. And then I want the other one because I like that card, and if it comes out again. Can I have for Dawn angel number? I love it. 0440. Okay, so you start seeing this number, just know that it's going to be aligned or to do with this question, this reading, okay? It says the gut feeling. Intuition, integrity, relationships, value, insight, perception, love, and commitment. Trust your intuition. It's more than just a feeling. Be genuine with others and prioritize meaningful relationships. Remember to bring value to every interaction. Treat others with respect, as your actions will return to you in kind. Be mindful of boundaries, as too many voices can cloud your journey. I can't confirm it. Like, you know what you have to do, and you know what you're feeling. You're going to have to get uncomfortable. You're going to have to take a chance, and, well, you don't have to. You don't have to. You cannot do that, and then it's not going to go the way you like. But if you take that chance, if you put in that effort and you stand tall, my Lord, I think you have a very positive outcome coming. And it's about integrity. You get out of it what you put in, and that was, I don't think that could have been any more confirmation. I want a gratitude, because I like to do one of these at the end of every reading, no matter what, just because Oh, how about, no, we're not going to do a gratitude. We're going to do a self-care. Because to love somebody, you have to love yourself first and foremost. So, no way, child. Don't make me. You have to love yourself first. And learning how to show up for yourself and love yourself through the questioning, through the chaos, through all of it. It is the biggest win you could ever have. And it will guide you and it will tell you how to trust. Right away it flips too, eh? Okay. Reflection. Your past does not define who you are today. Oh, thank you. Gabriella Marigold Lindsay. That's who it's by. Close your eyes and take 10 deep breaths. With each inhale, breathe in calm and peace. With each breath, let go of what came before. You are here now. Your path is in front of you. 1:51 on the clock. Transformation, new beginnings. It's up to you. You have to make that decision. If it's worth your time, your love, and your commitment, and you're going to do it, take the leap. But do it with honesty, with integrity. Don't hold on to the past. Don't say, well, I did this in the past. I did this. Be accountable. Be accountable. Forgive yourself. Love yourself through it. Miss Grace. And then take the leap. Take the leap. Be honest with integrity. And love yourself through it. Show up for yourself. Love yourself. But I think you know what you got to do. And the kid comes out naked. She apparently wants to have a bath. I can't with this kid. Okay, wait. Go. No. You're naked. You're not coming out. Get the towel. Hold on. I had to beat up my kid to knock her out. Cover up. I want to see your bare butt. Dawn, I hope it helped. And really, if you take the leap and you do it properly, come back and tell me how it worked out. Because I have a feeling it's going to work out really in your favor.
Mommy, I want my cat.
I don't know what you're saying. Try it. Grace, stop. Listen, I think it's going to go well. I think you're going to make the right decision. Because if you came asking for it, it means it's been weighing heavy on your heart. So that means you already know what to do. You're going to do the right thing. And it's going to be a win. I'm excited. Come back and let me know. Okay, I have to get off here. I might try and come back on a little bit, but my child is wild. I'm going to show you a monster. That naked butt. What are you doing? She's forcing me into giving her bath time. So I got to at least run the bath for her. And when she's in the tub, because she's little, yeah, she'll be 7 in September. I don't want to see that naked butt. Get lost. But I don't like to be on the phone. I don't like to be doing anything. Like, she gets her bath time, but I need to be listening just in case, any problems. I don't want her to bump her head. Like, whatever. I'm a mom. I worry about all of the things. But don't bump your face. Okay, get lost, weirdo. But I just, let me know how it goes. Also, if you're, I have my Etsy shop open now, so I will be putting up more stuff. I have artwork, but I also have my teas and tinctures. The tinctures are stress relief, digestion health, antiviral, and immune boosting, cholesterol control. It's going up. I don't think it's up there yet. But in some of these things, healing from the inside out does help. And I've put a lot of time, energy, and research into them. So if you're interested, go check that out also. You might find something that resonates with you. And I appreciate you just for helping me build my business. Small steps are steps. Doesn't matter. At least they're in the right direction. And I appreciate you. And I really look forward to finding out how it worked out, okay? I'm going to get off here so I can get my kid a bath. I love you guys. Thanks for showing up. And I may be back later. We'll see how it goes. If not, tomorrow. Have a good day. Hold on, Miss Grace.